Like, it didn't rain all day until about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. And it started drizzling out there again. Now they're talking about possibly Saturday, Sunday there being a little bit of late rain.
Well, hi, Randy.
Good evening.
I want to be able to pay the estimated taxes and then as far as, writing my check for, the clothing and stuff that I, have in my estimate to pay to I mean, I don't have to send that much, but I would like to cut the check for state. And does that make sense? Okay, and then I'm so last minute on all this.
Randy, did you get your shot yet?
What's that?
Did you get your shot yet?
Oh, I'm not getting a shot.
Okay.
Right? We can start to get out a little bit more.
DNR's offered it, the VA has offered it, and until they can get something that's gonna cover all these different varieties, I ain't doing it.
Well, the current Pfizer and Moderna both are highly effective against the new strain.
They are not effective against the new one that's out in Arizona and California.
I don't know about that. The one that's in the state of Missouri from South Africa, where it's effective against.
That's why I was kind of thinking on a fast track or whatever, was because I'm really going to go to Amazon's tomorrow afternoon. So I'll be at their house until coming back on Monday.
I hear a squeaking coming from over there, Randy.
And then that'll be nice because, I
don't have anything squeaking.
It's definitely coming from you, because before Jason was here, and I heard that sound last week, but I didn't think it was you.
Yeah, me neither.
I got nothing going on in the kitchen other than me.
I wonder if it's something that it's some sort of feedback that he's not hearing. I don't know what it is.
I mean, Sherry's talking on the phone 10 feet away from me.
Yeah,
I can hear her clearly. It's not her.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not doing it right now. Hello, Jason. Hello, Dan.
And obviously it worked.
Dan,
if I leap up suddenly, it's because my cat tried to pull down my blind because there's a lizard in the window and he's trying to kill me.
Okay.
Sorry, I was trying to get to the screen and mute it.
Okay.
I think that other sound is the dog toy. Here's the dog.
The dog just came in, so wasn't playing with the toy.
before we go live, hello Daryl. Before we go begin proper, this is not anything other than trivia. So my son is going away to school in the fall, and he's pretty much got everything set up.
Right.
And SEMO. And he will need a vehicle to go back and forth if he wants, or perhaps he may engage in social activities down there that would require him to drive somewhere, or a job, who knows. So he is going to be driving my Prius, and I ordered a Tesla Model Y, brand new, and it will be arriving in a couple, whenever it gets here. I'm in no hurry, but, so, that's all. It's just a car. It's actually a smartphone on wheels, but,
Were you having a power plant put in your house?
well, I already have solar panels, so,
No. Isn't there a special power plant hookup you have to have?
It
Power?
doesn't connect.
no, you can charge it from a wall outlet if you want. It just would be
There's a converter.
not getting that much energy. It would give you about 3 miles an hour. So if you went to bed and got up and went to work the next day, you could drive, around 30 miles. You can also get a hookup that would be called a level 2, which is equivalent to a dryer hookup, 240, and that would get you more, which I may or may not do in the future. I don't do a lot of driving, so the over 300 mile range that the car has will be plenty.
Hey, I could probably install that 240 volt hookup, but it's not that bad.
Well,
I ran that shit all from my house.
I will keep that in mind if I think that's, and it would certainly be convenient, but we'll see. I mean, I've already figured out if I just do my normal weekly driving, it's always going to be fine. I mean, I drive 6 miles a day to work and back, and then 30 miles 3 times a week. Well, 4. Okay, 5. So 150, and then 6 is 180. So it shouldn't be an issue.
You talked to Scott about that too. Scott didn't have his hooked up right away. But he's also, since he's had it, he's pretty much been COVID, so he hasn't really been trying it. He got it right at the beginning of COVID.
Yeah. I talked to him somewhere. He was telling me a little about it.
Yeah,
And I was like, right on, man.
I'm gonna have 6 friends Teslas.
Well, it's the way of the future.
Yeah.
All right. So, anybody else have anything they want to
When do you take delivery?
comment? It said 5 to 9 weeks.
From
It could be.
this week?
Yeah. But I'm in no hurry. I might.
Yeah.
I don't. I only need it when he goes to school, so that'll be August. Jason, I can't hear you.
I was doing that on purpose.
Oh, okay. All right. So I guess if no one has any other comments, Dan obviously you can text me if you need to. I got my phone right here, so, or you can do it any other way. Okay, so let me hit this button here, and everyone please put your phones on vibrate if you would.
And then place them in your front pocket.
And we are live on Thursday night. And this is the world of Skell coming to you via House Springs, Missouri. Oh, look at that. I already bleached the Juno. And this is episode 21 of the story called Ghosts. So a quick recap so far. The This group has come together and been involved in a couple successful missions, if you will, either for themselves or for somebody else. And one of their members has unfortunately been had to go away from the group, but the others have carried on, and they are currently in the Black Rock Monastery. And it is nighttime, and there are 3 of them currently sleeping outside in a tent pitched next to the temple. And there was one on the inside. 2? Yeah, Tamark went inside as well. Okay. So they had been having discussions about supposed evil things here in the monastery, and most of the monks have been very hospitable and doing their work as the House of Healing. The characters have needed their help on several occasions, and just recently 2 of their members who were afflicted with a very serious either skin condition or poison or curse or bad reaction to battling Xanagon, this fish-like creature that lived in a cave 2 days away from, and it was determined that probably this was the reason that some of the villagers were either missing or found with their skin turned to like fish-like skin. And the Pick and Shadrach had been afflicted by this, but one of the members of the monastery called upon the power of the blend and healed them, and their painful situation was resolved. And we left off with people getting their rest, and nothing else happens during the night. So unless anyone has any edits or comments about the recap, they met this monk of Kahulin who was very interested in their story. Apparently Latonious was his name, and he wanted to hear and tell the tale of the defeat of Xanagon. And he was given that tale, and then in the middle of the night he slipped some information to Pick and Shadrach, and then he said he would provide a distraction for them should they want to go investigate the dungeon of the monastery. He also said he wasn't going to stay here, and that he would be at this place in a couple of days away. He didn't feel like it was. He didn't feel like he would be comfortable staying here after seeing a vision of evil while he was trying to sleep. And several of the characters have had these types of visions while staying here. So the obvious lie by the spy of Xanagon was well believed. So it is the next day. Everyone gains back a hit point if they were missing one from their rest. And the day is yours to do with whatever you would like. So what would you guys like to do?
I need to pray for 20 minutes.
Easily done. Anybody else?
Start getting my gear together since we're leaving.
Yeah,
I got nothing until we go as a group to get all of our gear together.
And my spell list is the same as the last one I sent you, Cobb.
okay. Okay, so Pick, what do you do to accomplish your goal?
Well, I'm gonna wait until we go there as a collective group and we just all get it.
Okay, so you'll just hang out in the tent then?
At this point in time, yes, please.
Okay.
Well, I'm putting the sun up. That's
Well,
it's after we
in the
woke up.
general area of the
Yeah.
tent.
I'm packing up my-
Okay, well that's easily done. You can hang out pretty much here all day long as the sun breaks over the horizon. The people begin to go about their daily tasks of gathering water or checking on animals. The monks all have their tasks, gathering eggs from the chicken coops and tending the gardens and taking laundry down to the stream and just all kinds of things in the crafting area. Slowly things start to happen there. So those are the kind of sounds that the three of you outside the temple here. Reginald, anything from you specific?
I will rise and shine, gather my things, and head to the dining hall.
Okay. I hope that you all were able to make sense of the rudimentary portion of the map that I sent today. There are, the only thing I didn't have on here was the outer wall, and there's a big building behind the kitchen and abbot's chambers and dining hall where the monks stay. So, in case that matters. Oh, and obviously outside of where the animals are kept and the groves and all that. So, Reggie, you do that. Taymark, unless you want to chime in through a text, you'll just do the same thing. And you and Reggie will go down to the place where you can get some food. And after a while, you ask around and you're given some bread and some weak beer. Your typical leftover fare from the previous day. And then after about an hour, you guys outside, no one bothers to come by and check on you. They don't seem to be, you don't seem to be on their radar. So you guys tell me how long you just hang out outside like Jay and Silent Bob there at the temple wall, and I'll...
When I'm done praying, I'll ask them if I can. What are we doing? Can I help? Should I go get the other fellows? What's up?
Well, that's what I was going to suggest, that maybe someone else, if we're supposed to be leaving, somebody else go get the other people. I'm not going in.
I'll go get them. I don't mind. Unless you need my help here.
I don't need it. I'm just putting my stuff away. It's everyday stuff. It's done by the time you're done studying, so.
I shall walk towards the monastery.
Okay, where are you trying to go?
The main entrance.
Well, you're
Where
there.
the hall is, where I would expect them to be, eating
Yeah.
breakfast, most likely.
Okay, so Shadrach, you walk and you see coming down the hall towards you as you come in the front door, Taymark and Reginald. And
Hey, fellas.
Good morning.
We're getting all of our stuff together at Covidius's tent. Come on, let's go.
We're ready.
We're gonna get all of our equipment.
All right, so
Yeah, Lord.
Taymark and Reginald, you follow Shadrach back around to the area where the other two are hanging out, and the only thing that you see over there besides the crafting area to your right is on the left there's a padlocked like a root cellar, what could be a root cellar. It's that kind of angled door that you would pull open.
Find the monk.
Cellar, yeah.
Oh, it's the door like this?
It's like that.
I got you. I was thinking it was just, okay.
Okay, so you guys are hanging out there, and it appears like it's going to be a nice day. You guys let me know when you want to. Now, Daryl, you're kind of cutting out a little bit, so just.
I'm going to look for the monk, took our things in the cart, and tell him that, hey, we are ready to leave. Can we get our equipment?
Okay. Do you have any ability or spell which could help you find a singular person in this entire place? If not, we'll just roll to see if you find them, or do you want to go someplace specific?
We'll go back to the dining hall and look there.
Okay. Roll me a charisma check, please. Oh, you don't have your...
Randy?
I'll roll. Okay, Randy.
Roll it.
Randy, go ahead and roll the D20 for me, please.
Add 15.
At 15, that would be 33.
All right. So, you don't find the guy initially, but after asking around, you wait, and you're asked to just hold on while they try to find and there's a name for this monk that is like the key guy. I just don't remember what it is. And then they find him. You were kind of waiting. It seems like, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes or what have you. And but eventually he comes down, and you can see he's got a nice big ring with lots of keys on it, and he kind of jingles as he walks a little bit in his monk robe and his sandals. And he proceeds to go with you back around and outside and back over to the cellar. And you guys all see him and Reginald that are there, and he walks up and he's like, okay. And he walks
Thank
up,
you, brother.
and he unlocks it, and he opens the door, and he just absentmindedly hands Reginald the lock, and he's like, okay, and he walks down the steps, and he comes up with like as much as he can carry, and as you guys watch, he makes several trips until after like another 20 minutes, you guys all have your stuff.
Very good.
And then he puts his hand out and asks for the key back, and Reginald hands it to him, and he locks it back up, and he's like, well, may the Glen watch you, and he shuffles off around over to the crafting area, apparently to go talk to somebody. So you all are there, and you have whatever was put in there to begin with, and there you go.
Well, 2 days from now, south of here at the river, is where the monk said we could meet him. Unless he's still here.
You guys hear a clanging. Clang, 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 clang. It's coming from the top of the temple, and as you look up, you see a huge bell up there that apparently was like covered in a tarp or whatever, because now it's like ringing and it's getting everyone's attention, and the monk shouts out, There's a fire out the east pasture! Quick, we need everyone's help! And apparently the whole monastery has been practiced on their fire drill, because everyone hops into action, and they all just kind of put away whatever they're doing, and they go off the west gate.
Gentlemen, I think this is our description.
And when I said east, I meant to say west. The guy was not wrong. The DM was wrong. He said west. So anyway,
I think this is the distraction he was talking about.
I thought we were supposed to meet him in 2 days, down by the river. Why would?
Maybe he has. Maybe he did this just because. I don't know, but here we are being presented with an opportunity to get down in that basement.
All right.
Should we go through the stairs, the stinky room?
Let's make sure that these people clear out of here. Let's make sure that We're gonna have to, we just can't go running in the opposite direction while they're all running out. We can't just go running in.
You guys said
I'm
you
putting
could.
my armor on.
Yeah, you guys said you couldn't find a door when you were looking in the basement before, right? Pick, didn't you look?
I didn't go down there.
I didn't go down there.
Somebody looked, I thought. I don't remember who, other than me. I didn't look. Who else went down there with me? I thought there was 3 of us that went down.
Mark.
I thought Kmart went down.
Maybe Mark was looking. I don't know. Somebody spent a great deal of time looking at the walls.
Okay, so you guys eventually, with your just kind of doing whatever it is, you wait another 10 minutes and everyone is apparently ready for some kind of combat or what have you, and the place seems like it's cleared out. You don't see anybody around.
This is our chance. Let's go.
I follow whoever's leading.
All right, well, we need to pick an order going down here.
That's the wrong one.
Now, once we get down in the basement, let's be prepared for just everything. Now, what I forget is, are we going to get zapped because of our weapons?
I think so. If
We're not going in the building.
We got to go in the building to get to the door that goes to the basement.
I thought those were outside steps.
Nope. Not according to the map you drew. Right?
That's right. That's right inside the door.
Yeah.
Alright, so where are you guys going?
We were discussing the zapping inside the house.
Right.
It's not clear at this moment.
Okay. Well, we'll just set you over here for now.
We're going to go down or try out here to meet this guy.
I think there might be a
I am all
tunnel.
for...
I think there might be a tunnel down here, and I point towards the root cellar. But I didn't sense anything when I was down there before, but I didn't really look.
If we get down there and you want me to, I can expend a pretty powerful spell, but I can find out everything about that root cellar. Everything.
Well, I mean, Pick might be able to find it too.
My spell will let me talk to rocks. The rocks will tell me what's there. If there's a hidden door there, the hidden door will say, "Here I am. I'm a hidden door."
Okay. Sounds useful.
It is. It's a weird spell. I was researching my spells and I was like, oh my god, what a spell.
The only thing I can assure you is that you will not be zapped with your weapons down in the root cellar. That's the only thing I can assure you of.
Because if bad people were using that cellar, then they would be zapped too.
Well, I don't think we'd be zapped if we're under the building. The spell is
No.
on the
I'm
building.
talking about the one inside the monastery. If bad people were down there enslaving people, I think they'd be getting zapped too. Don't you think so?
Not if it's downstairs. The spell's upstairs. So anything that happens down, the problem is we got to transverse from outside to inside to go down the stairs, and that's going to be our problem.
Now, you realize if we get caught down in that root cellar,
Well, I think it'll be less.
we're probably going to have to fight our way out.
I think the root cellar is going to be less of a problem than trying to go back into that dungeon thing in the building. I think that's going to be a bigger issue, especially if we're caught in there.
I will support that.
Especially if we're caught in there. Hey, I'm just a muscle fighter follower guy. You guys, somebody decide where we're going, what we're doing.
Well, if we're going to do anything, I think we need to do it sooner than later.
Yeah?
To the root cellar.
Pick, can you undo that lock?
Oh, there you are.
Can't quite make out what you're saying yet, Daryl.
The building.
guys can hang out there as long as you want by the building.
Pick, are you picking the
Are we
lock?
going to the root cellar?
I can't hear you.
Is the music too loud?
That music's real loud.
Can you pick the lock on the root cellar?
Well, I'm sure I can.
Well, that's what's keeping us from going downstairs.
Is that the same stinky room that was under the steps?
No.
But we think they're
I thought that-
connected, and that's our way in without getting zapped.
You think that's the way?
Yeah.
I think.
I don't think it's the room. It's that stinky room.
Well, how do we get down there without getting zapped? Without our weapons?
And armor.
It's not inside.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Again, yes, it is.
Just inside the door.
It's on the map.
Well, I'm standing there looking at you guys going, well, where the fuck is it?
I mean, I agree that the cellar inside the building would be an obvious place, because I think there's obvious badness down there. Or do we just take a chance, get zapped, and go? Or does it continuously zap us until we're dead? I don't know. I don't know.
Why don't you cast a spell and find out where the fucking door is?
Well, we have to get there, don't we? It doesn't work it doesn't I can't cast it just anywhere. I have to be close to where we think the door is.
Shadrach, roll me a D6, please.
Oh dear.
A 3, okay. The coast is still clear. Apparently, no one has bothered. If you guys want to go over and steal a bunch of things from the crafting area, you can. Or you can go up to the gardens and mess with those plants, or you can go
I burn the monastery to the ground. No, I'm kidding.
You can go to the stables and play in the hay. You have all kinds of options. Or you can just hang out here and talk about where you think you need to go, and that's fine with me.
Look, I'll go either down the root cellar or inside the building. I'll take my chances either way.
Tamar
That's my leadership
says,
right there.
with a 3, I can't decide either.
Well, are we wanting to go down the root cellar or go inside? Let's make a decision.
I'm willing to do either one.
Well, we'll
Root
see.
cellar.
I mean, we'll immediately find okay, let's do it this way. Who wants to step inside the door and see if they get zapped?
You're not gonna get. You mean in the back of the stairs to the stinky room? Well, we know that's gonna happen. We're at the root cellar door. It's at the back of the building. Let's go down and look for a tunnel that connects. We're right here.
Okay, do it.
Attempt to pick this lock.
Okay.
That's it. The root cellar they're probably just going to wall us in down there.
Roll me your pick locks. But pick that up. You don't say what it was. But because this lock is like super basic, add 20% to your success chance before you roll.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
27.
And that should be well within.
That's extremely successful.
Okay, so without much difficulty, you recognize this lock, and you just kind of get out one tool and you jam it in there, and then you take another tool, and you just take each, tick, 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 click, pops open, and you have unlocked it. Now what?
Open the door, say everybody in.
Okay, so in case you didn't hear the way I described it, it's basically like two doors that are angled, so the gravity of it will normally keep it closed. And you open it up and you look down this dark steps, and it goes, just a little ways, not that far, just like 10 to 12 feet before you can see the floor down there.
If you want, I'll stay up here by the door on the inside or outside, whichever you prefer, and keep an eye out in case people start coming back. If you find a way in, holler. I'll come right down and join you.
All right, go down the steps.
Okay. Does anyone go with Pick?
I'll follow him.
Kmark says, I'll go. So then he and Shadrach will follow Pick down the steps. And when you get down
So
there,
Pick, Shadrach, Kmark.
Kmark's like, I can't see anything.
He's gonna land.
Can I see if there's any torches down here?
There are several unlit torches down here. And several casks. There aren't any, like, open things of oil laying around. The torches are probably not, well, it's hard. You'll have to examine them to see if they're ready to be lit or not.
I will do so.
Okay, yeah, as soon as you pick one up, you smell the tar, and all you need is some kind of flame to light it. If you need to. You can see in the dark because you're an elf.
Yep. I said I can see, but you guys can't. Can I see around the room what's down here?
Yeah. You see several, like shelving units and crates and a couple barrels and lengths of rope and things that you would find in a storage area, but not no obvious signs of, say, foodstuffs or things that would be typically put in a root cellar. So this must be something else.
Let me walk down the aisle or walkway, however it looks in there, and look towards the wall, see if I can detect a hidden door.
Okay, roll a d6.
No, so you know.
8-2.
I'm casting.
A 2? What does it
Yes.
say about you merely walking by a...
1 to 3.
It should say something under your elven abilities about merely walking by a...
Secret door, merely passing within 10 foot of a concealed door, an elf,
1 on D6.
1 in 6 chance on a d6 to notice. If actively searching, an elf's chance improves to 2 in 6 chance.
Aha!
Okay, so you don't detect any doors down in there upon just being in there. And the room is kind of like 10 by 10. It's not that big.
What
I'm
did he roll
casting.
again? Did he roll 3?
I think so.
Here, there's more to this. Improved to a 2 in 6 chance.
So
1
it's
or 2 on a D6 to find secret doors, and a 3 in 6 chance to notice a concealed door. 1, 2, 3 in 6 chance to notice a concealed door. So it's right here.
Well,
For elf.
apparently there's no concealed door there.
Oh, okay. I'm just meant it does cover 1 to 3.
Okay. Anything else? Looks
Can I
pretty...
cast?
Looks very nondescript. Nothing's there apparently, unless you want to take the time to actively search for something secret. That would be up to you, Pick. Shadrach, what do you want?
Casting.
Okay. What are you casting?
Casting a Magic Sense Orison, which will, if there is a persistent spell effect or a magical item within 10 yards, I will feel a recognizable tingle or sensation of some kind. And I will touch the dirt of the floor of the room and say, "Spirits of the earth, guide me. Show me."
So you cast your spell and the only thing... Or no, I guess you get a tingle. And... so there is something within 10 yards of you that's magical.
Can Dan make more noise? I guess Daryl's transitioning to inside.
I assume so.
So where's Daryl at?
Well,
You
that's
never
the best I can do
asked
right
about
now.
Reginald.
Where's he at?
Reginald.
Reginald's just hanging out outside up on the top.
With me then?
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna go right inside and close the doors in case.
You can if you want.
We close, since he's gonna be outside. I'm not gonna stay him standing outside. So if he's standing outside, then I'll shut the doors and I'll stay outside with him like we're just talking. So we're playing cover.
Okay. All right. So that just happened. So pick. Are you done in there, or are you gonna do anything else?
Well, I'm gonna continue searching, or did my search cover the whole area?
No. Now if you're going to search, I need you to roll a D10 and a D6.
I rolled a 1 on the D10, and I rolled a 3 on the D6.
Okay. So you make a quick search, but thorough. As it turns out, apparently there's not a lot of things or opportunities for someone to have made a secret door here, and you're pretty certain that there is no secret door down here. No way in or out other than the door that you came in.
Okay, I'll tell the rest that I can't find anything.
Let's get out of here. We're not achieving anything now. I've done the best I could down here.
Same here.
All right, so
Back it up.
as you guys push open the doors and exit the storage area there, you notice that there are some people starting to come around the northern corner of the temple, like they're returning to the market area. And the conversation's like, well, there wasn't anything there. I wonder what the problem was. And so you all are outside and people are returning to their daily routines.
Get the door shut.
Let's get out of here. Let's go to the river, like we were.
I'm going to put the lock back on.
Okay?
So you didn't find anything? Did that spell you were gonna cast didn't locate anything either?
I wasn't going to use that just yet. I was going to save that for the inside place.
Oh, okay.
I had a feeling that there was either an obvious place in this root cellar, or we're going to have to go inside, or go meet the guy when he says there's also ways in through tunnels. So,
Right, which is what I assumed we were going to do.
Be crawling through tunnels again.
If we find it.
No, Reginald, me and you were standing outside with the door shut, kind of, just stand and watch, and then they come back out and said they couldn't find anything. And then Pick put the lock back on, and that's where we're at right now, deciding the next step. Shadrach said we should go meet this guy at the river like he had originally planned, because there were some other tunnels that he knew of to show us. That's kind of where we're at. And there are people returning from the field saying they don't know what caused it. It seems to be okay now.
The longer we stay here, the more suspicious it's going to be.
Well, we could speak to the abbot and tell him what we've learned and ask for permission. You guys all seem pretty excited about that.
I'm not opposed to it. I mean, I assume you'll do the speaking.
Yeah, I don't think he'll want me asking him. Hey, do you mind if this druid goes wandering around in your basement?
I wonder if we tell him that, if he'll even ever let us come back. Because
That's what I'm worried of.
they don't want us to know of it.
Well, let's head south then.
I mean, if you want to do honesty is the best policy, we can try. I mean, at worst case scenario, they'll just throw us out.
I mean,
And never let us back in.
Well, and if we go sneaking in this tunnel and we fail, well then what? But then, that's all right. Shadrach is kind of carefree right now. He's like, I'll go inside. We can go inside. We can go ask permission. But the monk said we could meet him. I mean, that's what I remember distinctly. We didn't really have a plan to go down in the basement because of his distraction. I think he just made the distraction to give us one. So, but that's just my assessment.
So I guess let's head south then.
Sounds good.
All right.
I'll
So
take-
you all
I'll take the lead.
make you start cinching up your stuff and making sure your weapons are all available for retrieval should it be needed. And the only thing that you, as you check your things, you notice is that your water skins are at like half amount, so that may be something that you'll want to take care of once you leave this area, unless you wanted to.
Is there a fountain outside? somewhere? No.
But
I
you
think
know you're going to go by the stream at some point, so it should be easy.
And we're going to a river.
Easy enough. All right, so I would like. Well, Dan doesn't have dice, so Reginald, how about first roll of the day for you? How about a D12?
All right. Let me just dump out the bucket of
Nice.
and 8.
All right, and then COVID, roll a D12.
3.
All right. Is there anything anyone would like to do during your travels? Pick has his hand up. Hold on, Pick was first. He hit the whammy first. All right, Pick, you're up. What do you want to do during travel?
Well, if we're anywhere near the creek, I'd like to go ahead and fill up my water skin.
Not a problem.
Same here.
So you all do that, and then anything else?
Everybody gets a good berry.
Okay, everybody gets a good berry. That's fine.
I'm gonna play a tune.
Reginald gets out his instrument and provides some traveling music. Anyone else? Or anything else?
I look around to
Hold
see
on,
if there's
hold on, Shadrach. Go ahead, Pick. You were trying to speak, but I think you had a spider in your mouth or something.
Spree.
Okay.
Are we still dispersed the gold and carrying it like we were before?
That's fine with me.
Unless I missed the conversation, yeah, everyone's in the same status as far as the money distribution.
It's fine with me. It's not a burden to me.
But obviously, if someone wants to change it, we can do that at any time. And if
I just say we buy some beneficial potions and stuff like that for everybody.
When we camp this evening, we can divvy everything up. Make sure everybody's got their share.
I was just gonna buy more potions.
Well, yeah,
Sounds like a good idea. Yeah, I mean, sure, that was my plan, to trade some good berries. You were right, that's not a bad thing to do. My people in the past were not above trading. Of course, that's one of the ways they did make, and they did have money, so it's not like I came from this weird, moneyless society.
Right.
It's been a long time since I've been around that kind of thing, so I have to get used to it again.
okay, so that evening, the usual takes place. Taymark looks for a good place to make camp, and everyone sets up your mobile domiciles, and then you want to go ahead and change up where the money is. Please feel free to do so now.
I just want to know what my cut is, that's all. Or throw me some coins and tell me that's what I get.
Divided by 5, we each have 353 gold pieces.
Woo!
And 706 silver pieces.
Woo!
I'm sorry, 353 gold, did you say?
Correct?
Dang, we're rich.
And I'm sorry, how many silver? How many silver, sir?
706.
Okay, thank you.
Now what about those gems you got in your pocket?
Large pouches. So that everybody's got a pouch with their coins in it. A large pouch will hold 400 coins. So I've only got one for each of you, so you have to find some other
Well, I have bags and stuff of my own. So,
So please,
I will put my gold
please
exclusively
put that
in my
in your
backpack.
inventories now, so it's there.
And the gold is in my backpack specifically. The silver I will just keep in a sack.
And is there anything else you would like to do before the sun goes down?
Shad will walk around the camp doing a simple ritual of good faith and good luck to the group, and I'll go and touch each person on the head, and then I'll go to bed.
Okay. If you would like to role play whatever that ritual is, I will give you the opportunity to give one of your companions a 37 token.
As the sun starts to go down, Shad takes off his hide armor and all that, and basically, is that mine?
No, that's Daryl. I just looked up and he's clicking his jib.
Alright. Shad basically kind of strips down except for his loin, his breech clout, and he praises the 4 points of the compass, turning to each of them, holding his scimitar in the air. He turns to the setting sun, gives its praise to the setting sun, and then turns in the direction he knows where the moon will be coming up, and gives praise to the rising moon to watch over them in the night.
Now when you say, Shadrach, when you say give praise, you mean you look at it and go, hey, or what do you mean by praise? You like, I'd suck your dick, son. I mean, what does that mean?
Sure. No, I hold my scimitar and point in the direction, like I'm pointing in the direction of the compasses, and the direction of the setting sun, and the direction of the rising moon. And after I do that, I walk around to each person, touching them on the head, and that's when I will give them the good berry. I will touch them on the head, bless them, and give them a good berry. And then I will go to bed.
All right. Well, then I would like everyone except Shadrach to roll a charisma check, please. Unless Shadrach wishes to pick who the favor goes to. Do you want the gods to decide, or do you want to decide?
It sounds like the DM did.
It's not for me to decide, it's the gods.
All right. So, pick. What'd you get on a total?
28.
28. COVID.
29.
Tamar. No. Sorry, Tamar. Reginald, what'd you get?
34.
All right.
At least want to get 30 something.
34 means Reginald, for the next day, you have a 37 token to cash in. Do you understand?
Yes, thank you.
All right.
Okay. All right. Very much.
And then, before you know it, watches are done, and it's the next morning. If you're missing a hit point, you gain one. And
Tom, I had a question. If I'm not mistaken, did I get a 37 for the artwork piece or not? I don't
you
remember.
did,
Thank you.
but that doesn't go away until you use it. Okay, so unless someone needs to do something in the morning, you all go about your normal routines of checking things and sharpening things and
I prayed for 20 minutes.
whatever that might be, and then you set off again. And the weather today, for some reason, is terrible. It is a storm quickly moves in, and you all are drenched. Go ahead, Shadrach.
I want to see if I can determine how long it will last, or if it's going to be all day, with my weather sense.
Okay, wait, before you roll, here's how you can gain advantage on that particular roll. If you tell me what you do to accomplish this proficiency, then you will get the chance for the best of 2 rolls. Or you can just roll it and I give you the answer.
Is it lightning and thunder?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay. Wow. All right, I will go stand out in it, get soaking wet, hold my scimitar into the air, and say, "Tell me now, how long will you linger and impede us on our way?"
Okay, well, that deserves only a +1, but that's okay. First of all, Shadrach, I need you to roll percentile.
Hear you.
Roll percentile.
Oh.
Maybe Daryl can mute himself while he's doing the crosswalk. Hey, you got something pop up on your screen?
I rolled 0-1.
Wow.
You did?
Yes. I hope that's good. It's either good or really bad. One of the two.
It's probably good.
Ay, caramba.
Roll another D10.
Oh, okay, a D10. A 9.
Okay. All right. So now roll the thunder. A blast of lightning strikes about 50 feet away, scaring the living shit out of you. Ba-bam! And you can actually smell the scent of the fried molecules in the air, and your hair for a moment just feels a little weird.
I kind of look like Yellowbeard, right?
But go ahead and roll your proficiency check and add 1.
Oh boy. Let's see here. That's plus my intelligence, correct?
It's plus your proficiency number, whatever proficiency you're trying to do.
Oh, that's right, okay. 26.
Okay. You look around and you're trying to determine how long this will last. Your eye catches the tailing edge of the dark clouds, and you realize that just as quickly as this thunderstorm blew in, it will pass. And as you're standing there half naked in the rain with your scimitar in the air, a shaft of light breaks through the clouds, and you realize that the anger of whatever deity is quickly past.
All right, fellas, let's get on with it. I think the rest of the day should be all right.
All right? And you continue to travel. You occasionally make pit stops and refill your water skins from the stream, which is up just a tiny amount because of the rain. And then in the mid-afternoon of the second day, I need all of you to make perception checks, please.
Perception or observation?
This would be perception.
That's D30, right?
It is, plus your intelligence.
Hey, if I roll 30, I'll roll again.
Yeah. All right, Haymark fails. Reggie.
How did I fail? You suck, man.
18.
Failure. Covidius.
74.
That's a success. Shadrach.
38.
That's a success. Pick.
30.
Oh, just missed. So, as Reginald and Taymark are kind of looking, thinking that you might be getting close to where you need to look, Pick and Shadrach, Reggie passed, I think. But it was Pick and Taymark that failed. No, Reggie failed too, that's right. Okay, so Shadrach, yeah, so Shadrach, you look and you notice that they're starting to become more willow trees kind of down in this area, and you notice that you're getting close. COVID, on the other hand, he stops and he kind of climbs up on a rock and looks, and about 100 yards down the stream, he sees Latonious, what appears to be Latonious, sitting on a rock with a wooden cup. And you also notice with such a high roll that the way to get there will be going like through some exposed rock and kind of a trail that leads over to the stream. Unless you wanted to get in the water and go down the stream to get to where he is.
I see him up ahead, and I see the way to get there, and I start heading down that path.
Okay. Yes, Shadrach.
Is he by the root that's sticking in the water?
Well, that your roll didn't reveal that.
I'll ask if Covidius sees him. I'll say to him. Do you see a big root sticking in the water?
Not quite yet.
I didn't notice one as of yet, but I could just see him.
Well, that's where he told us to meet him, by a big root sticking in the water. So maybe we got here early.
Well, it's clearly him. So he's waiting for something.
Let's go meet him. So let's tell everybody and let's go.
As the rest of you look to see where Covidius is pointing, you just don't see what he apparently sees. You're like, all you can see is a bunch of rocks with moss on them and a bunch of willow trees, but you just don't see a person or a thing there. So, but Covidius seems confident and leads the way.
It's a guy that looks like a monk drinking out of a wooden cup right there on the rock. How can you not see that?
Where is he now? I don't see anybody.
He's right there in front of you.
Okay, so you start to walk in this sort of trail. Imagine like elephant rocks, for those of you that might remember that, where you walk between big rocks in a trail-like manner. And
that's one of my favorite places.
As you start to get closer, you can hear the stream, the water's running a little bit faster, so it's making some noise. And then relaxing.
Keep an eye out for a big root, guys. Sticking in the water.
Nice.
Feel better now?
Okay, so as you go around this curve in the rocks, it kind of opens, and straight ahead of you, you can see several willow trees, but there's one big one that has an exposed root that kind of digs into the side of the stream, and at the moment it's kind of halfway covered in the stream, like it juts out in there. And you see Latonious turns around and says, "Greetings. Welcome."
Hello.
I wasn't sure we'd get the right spot, but apparently we were dead on.
Well, how did you have any trouble making it here?
No.
Very good.
I have a question for you.
He says, "I don't think we've met. You must be Covidius."
I stick a hand out.
Okay. Make a charisma check, please.
I thought we did that once. 26.
Okay.
He'd seen him, but we just didn't know.
Right.
I've heard a lot about you. All good things.
Well, that's good. Your friends mentioned that you would be with them at some point. I hope that was nothing no ill tidings. caused the separation?
No. It was more of a disagreement with the attic. He didn't like me poking around what's going on in the basement, or had gone on in the basement.
Well, before we, yes, Tamar.
Yeah, by any chance, did you try to create a distraction for us?
That's the question I said I wanted to ask. No, good.
I did. Was it helpful in finding any new information?
No, we botched it.
We found out there's not an entrance to the root cellar.
That's a nice way of putting it.
Well, in hindsight, I think I probably should stick to quiet contemplation and not attempting to make plans for, I don't know what the word is, like secret things, I guess, because I'm guessing that if you would have attempted to go into the building, you would have been subject to the wards that is placed upon the sanctified ground.
That's why we did.
I was also worried we might have to hurt innocent people just simply by accident, simply by them being in the wrong place at the wrong time, and I didn't want that to happen.
So I apologize for overstepping my eagerness. May have caused more harm, but apparently in your wisdom you avoided my ill-thought plan. But I do have an idea for a way to get you in there that does not involve my distractions.
You did mention tunnels from the river, did you not?
I did, but don't get your hopes up. It's not a tunnel here that leads 2 days to the Black Rock. But there is...
I didn't expect it. No.
There is a creature in these caves that if dispatched, a piece of it can be harvested, and if you have it with you, you will be able to bypass the wards. And also, if I am right, which I'm almost hesitant to even make that claim after the last debacle, destroy that which may be in there. If you...
Let's go right now.
Well, hold on, let me explain. If the cave is, as you see by the rocks here that have somehow been exposed or were placed here by who knows what, there is a cave just a little walk back that way, and he's pointing upstream. And in this cave lives at least I think it lives there. I've seen it now. I've been watching it for some time. It is I'll just say what I think it is. It is a evil magical horse that impales people with its horn.
Jesus.
Oh my goodness.
Evil magical horse that impales people with its horn. Wow.
It's.
You speak of a holy animal.
I speak of what the ancients called the Chiron.
That.
Do any of you have any kind of non-weapon proficiency that could give you information about maybe having heard or know anything about the Chiron?
You don't have anything like that.
Spellcraft is all I have.
Okay, spellcraft would not help. COVID, you said nothing that
We
you're
don't have
aware
anything in
of.
our lands that meet that description, so.
Okay.
I've never heard of it.
Apparently Reggie might have something. What do you have, Reggie?
I have land-based riding, so maybe I have some information about other mounted creatures or things that have been ridden. Just a shot in the dark, man.
Okay. Oh, Pick has his hand raised, yes.
Is there a small percentage of a chance with my information gathering, I've never come across something like this?
Okay, well, I would say information gathering would not apply here. Information gathering is where you attempt to do something and then there may be a result. So I don't want to confuse something that is active with a passive ability like a history thing. So, since none of you have
unicorn, and he thinks that this guy is confused. Also, with a little preparation, I can summon a unicorn. So Shad is very curious about what this key rin is when he says a horse.
Okay, so
that's Shad's perspective right now.
I would say all of you Pick, roll a d20.
7.
Shadrach, roll a d20.
17.
Tamar, roll a d20. 5. Reginald, roll a d20.
19.
And COVID, roll a d20. Looks like a 14 maybe? 11?
14.
Okay. So what you all did then was you all rolled a non-proficient check for this. Nobody rolled a natural 20, so nobody knows what a Chirin is. So, although Shadrach, if you think that he's talking about a unicorn, then you can think that all you want. All I'm saying is the DM can't give that any credence based on dice rolls.
That's when you see Shad react, that's why he's reacting the way he's reacting.
Okay. So, Latonious says, so Shadrach, you had said let's go right now, and then when I mentioned the creature, your facial expression gave away that you may know what about this?
We have a holy creature. Others have heard of it. You may have even heard of them, but they are beautiful white horses with a single horn from their heads, and they have great magical power. They are holy creatures. I can't imagine such a creature being evil.
How is the creature you're thinking of approximately twice the size of a normal horse?
They are great magical creatures. I've never seen one myself, but I know of a way to summon one if one is near.
Well,
that is all I really know.
If you have some kind of magic about you that could give us an edge, and when I say us, I am willing to go with you to fight this creature, or if you can convince me that the information I have is wrong, which once again, I'm very hesitant to be, I doubt myself now after the last thing I did, so.
You say you've been watching it for a while.
Yeah, I
think you should know.
Well,
can you tell me what color it was? I mean, I know the description of a unicorn, and what you said was a basic description of a unicorn. But they are beautiful white.
With a horn on its head.
Dazzling.
I've never seen one. I've heard legends. I didn't think they were real.
Okay.
They're real.
He
very
says
rare.
It's twice the size of a normal horse. It has like it would glow or shine in the light. as if the sun itself was attracted to it to maybe blind its prey. It has a thick mane and the tail that's like a darker golden color. And there's like a pink sometimes. I always assumed it was the blood of its meals. And it has strange sounds that it emanates. And though I could not understand it, I felt like it was speaking to someone or something, probably its allies or something along those lines. So go ahead, Tamar.
I sometimes have the ability to be able to calm animals, so perhaps maybe I could at least make it not want to attack us. But you were saying we needed some part of this thing to bypass some kind of wards in the...
I think it's more than a simple animal.
The legend that I know is that nothing can keep this creature out once it sets its mind to whatever it wants to get at, which makes me think that there's a part of this creature that can get either open doors or past defenses, or it wouldn't be that big of a stretch to me to think that something could get past the magical defense if that was one of its abilities.
I think you're speaking of its horn.
Okay, well then we kill it and take its horn. And then he looks at you.
That's what I was going to ask his plan, and that.
So he goes, so you agree, COVID, or
well,
no?
If it has to be destroyed, we can figure out, it would sound like the horn would be I don't know, maybe it's got a magic hook. I don't know. I don't know how to determine.
Right. The reason that I was hoping that the horn could be taken is because if that horn is so good at killing, then it maybe could destroy that which is in the dungeon. Because I don't have any magical weapons of legend. I don't have those. That's not my thing. Unless some of you perhaps have weapons imbued with the arcane or what have you, then maybe we don't need that. So
I wish I did.
Anyway, go ahead, COVID. I'm going to get COVID's turn. COVID's turn. Go ahead.
So, are you that dead set on the need that it needs to be destroyed? I'm not opposed to killing it if it's evil or it needs to be destroyed, but is it possible this thing could be good? And have you witnessed any of the terrible things you're saying it's done, or is this just stories?
I've seen corpses washed up on the riverbank.
Do we know if they were trying to capture it to do the same thing we're trying to do, or?
I don't know.
So we're not sure its intent.
It's a beast. It's a beast, and we needed something from it to get rid of the evil Bazan. So let's just move forward and go and see what we can find.
Well, I'm just worried that
what if it
is this creature that Shad thinks is a holy creature that, hell, I'd rather have it on our side than try to defeat it.
I might be able to communicate with it, if anything. Let me at least try that. How about that?
Let's make a peaceful approach then.
It's either going to attack us outright, or we can at least try, if it's intelligent, then we can communicate with it.
I'll play a marching tune and we can stroll into the cave and you can introduce yourself.
I'm all for that. First.
Why don't you
march into a cave, man?
Why don't you let me try to approach it and see if I can't calm it towards our side, or at least reduce its aggressiveness?
Well, it might not be aggressive. Right. It might not be aggressive.
All right. Well, I can always.
When I start walking toward the cave,
I follow you.
So, So I had that
I'm
way.
tune. I'm playing my lute.
Okay, marching order.
Mighty beast,
Marching order
we
is
come to seek your assistance.
Hey, I have to go back in, but Cobb, I'm going to try to get out ahead and use my ranger ability to reduce its negative effects or anything towards us.
I understand.
So,
I understand.
So that's my...
Okay.
Well, let me ask you this. Can you wait till we come upon it, or do you need to take lead now?
Well, I need to be out in front and kind of away from you guys for it to be effective.
Whatever.
You know we can't help you if this thing kills you.
Here we
Well, I
go.
assume if it's going to move to attack, it's going to be readily apparent pretty quick.
We'll
We
listen to
seek
your
your
screams.
assistance, mighty beast.
Okay. So we got.
Must defeat the sun.
I do not approach with weapons drawn.
We'll.
Away.
We pose no danger. We're here to
Listen,
say
I gotta go back in, so it'll be like a few minutes before I can look back up.
All right. Let's go with.
Poor Dan's gonna come back like your character's been eaten. You tried to calm it, but it ain't you. So
when you scratch his billy goat chin.
Cobb rolled for you, and he rolled really badly.
he rolled a 1.
You were killed by the horn of this holy Gentile creature.
Its reaction was like immediately to kill you.
It did not like you.
All right. So we got Tamark up front, and Reginald is
I'll
second.
go third.
Shadrach will go third. Who would like to go? We'll put Latonious up there with Reginald just so he can point out the correct.
Then put me
cave.
next to Shadrach.
All right. Which leaves Pick in the rear. Oh.
Get away from me.
Where he belongs.
All right. So
Don't touch me.
you go just as Latonious had said. Up the, for lack of a better term, the side of the creek there. The water at this particular part of the stream is it is not in a like a down. There's no like wall and then where you can stand above. It's a gentle slope down to the water. But up on the right, you do see 2 separate caves and like a cutout portion of the, where for some reason those caves and there's like water that is also in the cave. So at this particular time, the water is up enough to go into at least the portion of the cave that you guys can see. Like.
So Tamark, which one is he in? Mr. Tracker?
Yeah.
Well, he's like, I'll have to go up there and look, so if you guys want to hang back.
Yeah, okay.
So he heads up there.
Latonious, don't you know which cave it lives in?
Well, it lives in the first cave. At least, that's the one I've seen it in, but I have seen it come out of both on occasion. So, Tamark will go up and you guys remain. How far back do you want to be from the cave? And
About where I'm at.
Okay, that's like
How
25
far
feet.
is that?
25 feet, and Shadrach, you're 35 feet back.
All right, I'll stay right where I am.
Okay.
I'm not making any attempt to hide.
So Tamark creeps up there and he starts to look around at the ground, looking for tracks. He seems to acknowledge that he sees something he's pointing out. And right at that moment, everyone hears a voice, and it says, I don't know who you are, but you have made a grave mistake. You should turn around, or I will defend my home, and you will die. And as you all are looking around, you don't see anyone.
Did we hear it as if it was outside speaking to us or in our head, or can we tell the difference?
You can't tell the difference.
Okay. You guys hear that?
That sounded ominous. It
Yeah.
sounded ominous. Yeah, I heard it.
We have
Hey,
come
Tamar,
with
can you
seeking
make
your
him-
help.
Can you change his mind?
Tamar like turns around and goes, shh. And right as
I motioned Shadrach. Go forward here, man. Go talk to it. You said you could do something.
Don't push me.
I push you from behind.
Flying-
Get up there, little man.
flying down and
You push me?
using the sun to its advantage.
Flying.
You all are briefly, like, as you hear a noise and you look, and those of you with infravision and those of you not with infravision, you're temporarily blinded for a second as approaching is this great
Fuck.
thing that I described. And if you guys want to look, can you see that?
A little.
Am I too
That
high?
does
Or?
not look like a horse with one horn out of its head.
All right. So
Has it
anyway,
got a snake head?
it
And
approaches.
has it got multiple heads, or is that a tail?
This is its tail
I
right
can't
here,
tell what
and this is its mane, and this looks like a horn, probably, or part of its mane. And
okay, so I see it now. I see it now.
God, can I see it?
Yeah, put a picture on the jib jab.
It looks very
Here,
Asian.
I'll
I
put a
see it
picture
now.
of it. Bring it over.
It looks like a wind horse.
Hey, close.
Yeah, the Chinese like sticking lion's manes on all kinds of things. That was a thing to do. That's why they have chow dogs, because they're lion dogs.
Greetings, great beast.
okay,
We come in peace.
I need all of you to make charisma checks at disadvantage, please. Tamar says, "Don't I get to?" No. And Tamar rolls a natural 1, so let's
Wow.
see if he rolls another.
It's pretty cool.
Let's see if he implodes. No.
I'm posted on Jib Jab.
Thank you.
All right. So, what did you get on your charisma checks with disadvantage? Pick.
24 and 25.
Reginald.
20.
I'm sorry, what were we wrong, Cobb?
Shadrach.
Charisma check?
21.
Charisma check?
At
That's an
disadvantage.
awesome big.
24.
I think we're about to get the shit kicked out of us.
Okay. I would like actions. Nobody is surprised. And we'll start with Reginald.
I stole my loot.
Is that all? That's really not an action.
Okay, well, if that's a free action, as I do that, I will prepare to attack and hold that in case I am attacked.
Okay, Latonious is like, look out! and he has an action. Shadrach?
My scimitar is in hand already, and I will prepare to fight if I am attacked.
Okay. COVID?
I told you, I come up here with no weapons out.
Well, even if you didn't, that's fine.
Well, I drop down to a knee, and I say to everyone, I still think there's a chance we could talk to this thing.
Shadrach? You said you could talk to it.
No action. Okay.
I dropped to my
Pick.
knee, no swords out.
I have my bow out. I'm just stepping back and looking for cover.
Would speaking be an action? It's my question.
It depends on how much you say. You can say a few words for free.
I will say a few words if I'm allowed to.
Go ahead.
Please, great one. We have come here seeking your help.
That's
You
too
were
much.
misunderstood.
That's too much. You have a few words.
Listen
like
to us.
6.
Hear us.
Okay. All right.
Hear us.
You have an action. Do you have an action, Shadrach?
That was. I've just said that, and I was prepared to defend
That's
myself.
right. Okay. Pick any initiative.
I'm gonna go to full defense.
Okay, K-Mark. VA9. Pick, roll a D10 for initiative.
Roll an 8.
Okay. This creature is considered huge. Alright, so, anyone on fast?
I'd like to say something on fast. I mean, can I say something on fast?
Well, I asked you if you had an action.
Oh, I just want to say something. Is that
It depends on how much you want to say.
just a few words?
You can say a few words.
I didn't come here to fight you, and I'm in the peaceful position.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Anyone else on fast? Nobody wants to move? So you're all just kind of stunned at this magnificent golden flying horse thing.
I'm kind of
Okay?
in a bowing position, you know what I mean? Like I'm on one knee, so.
Okay. Average.
Is it in the water?
No, it's flying.
Oh, okay.
And if it matters, we can.
Just to clarify, it doesn't have wings, so it's flying and it doesn't have wings, correct?
Well, you don't see any.
I mean, I don't see any wings. Okay.
All right. All right. So we go to slow. Anybody? Nothing. Okay. In your heads, you hear, "All slavers must fucking die," and it charges in a dive bomb at Covidius.
That fucking armor color.
We think slavers should die too.
Okay. So just so we're clear on this, explain to me what you were doing, Covidius.
I have no weapons in my hands. I got down on the one knee, and my hands were just out. And like I said, I did not come here to fight you. And that's it.
Okay.
I mean, I guess I'll hold my shield. I didn't drop my shield to the ground, but I'm not. I have
Okay.
no weapons out. And my hands are like,
Okay,
I'm
so
not trying to look.
armor class of -3.
You have to tell me if I am or I'm not able to use a shield or not.
You can use the shield, but you can't use your. Well, I mean, by the way you said you were doing that, you were looking down. I don't know how you could use your dex.
Okay, so just shield. So let's see. Fire shield.
Whatever you get on your dex, just It's just subtracted from your armor class.
Balance defensive adjustment
Yeah.
from my armor class.
Yeah.
Then I'd have a minus. Minus 4, minus...
What's your armor class normally?
Minus 2. That'd be the minus 2.
What's your armor
Minus
class
6.
normally?
Fully, it'd be minus 6.
Okay.
So I'm taking the 4 out for
All right.
the
So
attacks, right?
you are hit by a charge.
Armor class minus 4, yes, I'll be at minus
All right. So it's basically it's above you right now. We'll just put that there. Okay. So this creature flies over. Apparently something about Covidius and what it said, it made some kind of connection. And damage is... How about if I fucking go down a little bit so I can tell you exactly what happened? Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. So it hit even better than what I told you because I didn't read the whole thing. Okay. So.
Me too. Somebody hit an armor class. Right. You told me how bad it is.
Okay. Okay. Covidius, roll a, no. I roll. Okay. So, this. Okay. Save versus paralyzation.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. All right. So, the thing says that it flies up and comes straight down on Covidius. It sticks its horn into his chest. You take 22 points of damage. You're like, right now it's got you impaled, and it takes its 2 hooves and tries to kick you in. That's probably a miss, I'm guessing.
Well, I can't use Dex, so I don't even know.
Armor class of 3, that's a miss. And armor class of 4, miss. Okay, so the horn sticks in your chest. As you look up, it takes its 2 hooves. You put your shield up in shock and surprise, and when the hooves hit, it literally hits you and kind of pushes itself off, pulling the thing out of your breast. And that is its turn. We now go to slow. Anyone? Yes, Reginald?
I will attempt to jump on its back. I'm going to mount it. And I'm saying we're on the same side.
Okay.
Oh, you're right. Slavers must die. We're not with them.
Okay. And if I remember right, you were readying an attack, right?
I was preparing to defend myself, yes.
Okay. So, so you are going to attempt to move into its square, but before you do, it gets a free attack of opportunity on you with its hoof. So as you go, and you go to, it's going to try and go through. And natural 20 explode! And well, and that hits an armor class of 4.
Miss.
Okay, so just normal hoof damage, which
normal for a huge hoof.
5 points of damage.
Got off cheap, buddy.
And then we roll this. And you are not knocked down. So you survive the attack of opportunity.
Yikes.
And then you go to enter its square. So roll to hit an armor class. Well, roll and tell me what armor class you hit. And this is using your melee thackle on the left of your sheet.
Yeah. That will hit an 8.
Okay. So you you manage to duck out of the way as the hook goes. No, it hit you. That's right. Through. But it kind of glances off your left side, and as you go to put yourself up on the thing, it just kind of does this and kind of flips, and you end back in your square on the ground, going ah, and you're trying to grab the mane, and it's flipping around. And go ahead.
As I'm attempting this, I am saying, we're on the same side. Slavers must die. We came here for help.
I wonder if that would. There we go. Oh, close enough. Okay, maybe not. Okay.
Well, first off, lay me on my back.
Were you knocked down?
No, I'm dropping. When it hits me, I'm going down.
Well, it's not your turn yet. Right now, you're just where you were.
Okay.
But that'll happen very soon.
I can't choose to be knocked down by a huge creature that just smashes into me from the air.
If you had maybe said that whenever that particular action was going on, but we've already moved on to the next thing.
That's fine. It happened a second ago.
Where is? Well, okay, you've convinced me. It's fine.
I'm down and I'm saying I'm not posing any threat to this thing.
Looking for, but I don't see that, so we'll just take that as read that's above him. Okay.
Oh, there's, I don't know if it'll fit through over here.
There we go. So anybody else on slow? I don't think so, but anybody else?
Yeah, where am I at?
You're up here by the cave.
Oh, okay.
Unless I have a chance to speak again, let me know.
Yeah, same here.
Okay, so we go to the, well, Shadrach, what was your action? What did you say you were going to do?
I was defending myself. If it attacked me, I was going to counterattack.
Okay. All right. So now it is at the end of the round, which means those of you that didn't do something, if you want to pick something else, you may.
Okay. I want to move up to it.
Okay. If I remember right, your move is like 13 or something. So
It's 13.
2, 4, 5, 6. According to the way the map is laid out, you're still 5 feet away from it.
Okay.
Now, and that's the end of, you can take a half move. Or you can threaten it, but you won't get to attack it. Do you want to move up the extra 5 feet?
Is he going to attack an opportunity on me?
No, because you're moving into his square, not out of it.
Okay.
I moved into a square.
Well, but you were attempting to attack it. That's why it gets the attack of opportunity. And you were...
I'll do that.
You were trying to get a hold of it weaponless, and if you attack someone that has a weapon, which this thing has 3 of them, and you don't, because you're just, that's why. Okay. So, Tamark, you wanted to go ahead and move into a threat?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, so COVID, you wanted to do something.
I'm not, I just want to talk. Is that possible?
You didn't have, you didn't pick an action, so theoretically, you can take your action now.
Yeah, it's just a few words.
Or you can say as much, well, within a minute or whatever.
Okay. I'm not like the others of my race. We're here to defeat them. We need your help. I will not attack you. And I just lay there prone.
Face down or face up?
Face up. I'm face up.
Oh, okay.
So I'm looking right at it.
Okay. Up.
Let me know if I can speak.
You guys beat D&D.
Neat.
Okay.
Yay!
We are victorious.
Okay, so Shadrach, you're changing your action, and at the end of the round, you want to parlay. That is your action. Go ahead.
Yes. I throw my scimitar to the ground, hold my hands out, and say, "We have fought the slavers, and we came here seeking your help to fight them more, and to deal them a serious blow." And I fall to my knees.
Okay. Pick. End of the round. Do you wish to change your action or stay put or anything else?
Nope, I was backing away looking for cover. I'm doing the same thing.
Okay, so you want to take a move and look for cover. You can go back into the, like behind a rock or whatever that's kind of away from the stream if you want to do that.
I'd just like to back away. Yes, keep backing up.
All right, how far do you want to go? 6 squares?
China.
Yep.
All right, and since you are in the back of its squares, you are not subject to an attack of opportunity. All right, so Latonious, what does he do? A 9. He will also say, please don't attack me. And he will start to back away, hoping he doesn't get attacked. And he needs to make a charisma check. And he fails miserably, and he suffers an attack of opportunity. And that hits an armor class of that, and that misses. And he's like, whoa! And he kind of moves out of the way and uses his hand to push the creature's hoof away. And that is the end.
This creature will get it out of his system.
And that is the end of round 1. All right. We now go to round 2. And it looks like, COVID, you have the honor of stating your action first.
Continue to lay defenseless and prone and continue to converse with the creature, or to the creature.
Shadrach. Can't hear you.
Parlay.
All right. Reginald, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I will back away and look for cover. Seek cover.
Okay. Do you mean withdraw so you don't suffer an attack if it wanted to?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. And Tamar, you're busy, so you said you moved up to threaten it, and then apparently everyone else is backing away. So let's see what you do. Roll high. A 12. Yes, that sounds like something you will do. You will withdraw, and you will attempt to alter its current thing, and I will read you out of the player's handbook what that entails, because I'm sure that you're probably thinking it happens within a round, and it might not. It might take more time than you're aware of. Influence reactions, I should say. So let's see. When dealing with a wild animal or an animal trained to attack, the animal must roll a saving throw versus rods. Well, what you have to decide is, does this creature fall under the heading of wild animal or trained to attack animal? So, I will give you until your turn comes up to send me a text or respond to that. Otherwise, I will roll randomly.
I'm going to believe it's a wild animal. An intelligent wild animal.
Okay, so you're going to try to change its reaction. Let's see how long that takes. Because I'm sure... Of course, the ranger must be at the front of the party and must approach the creature fearlessly. Well, all right. Close enough. All right, so that is your action. So...
Go T-Mark.
I think, Pick, you're the farthest away. Do you have an action?
I'm going to hold where I'm at.
Okay.
How far is Covidius from me? Just out of curiosity.
He's right next to you on the ground.
Okay, I'll do something at the end of the round if I'm able to.
Well, what did you say your action was?
I'm parlaying.
Okay, well, if you parlay on your action, then at the end of the round, you don't have an action. Okay. Reggie, roll initiative, please. Beat another 9.
6.
Okay. So, on fast, we got backing up this way, kind of scrambling. That's as far as you can get.
I don't know where I am, but
Can
when
you
it's
see?
my turn, I'm off.
Can you see my hand?
Yeah,
Okay, you just
but I don't
moved
know which figure is me.
right here.
Okay,
So to withdraw to cover, you go back this way.
very good.
Okay.
I didn't know if that was me or not me.
Yeah,
but
yeah, you're good. Yeah, you got to do exactly what you wanted. There's big rocks and stuff up here. So then we can
I'm
go
also,
to whoever wants to go first, COVID or Shadrach. Who wants to go?
I'll go.
All right, COVID, you're up.
Please, I come here to help. I mean you no harm. I am not a slaver. That's all I say. I'm still in the like
Okay.
this, looking up, leading out.
Shadrach, your turn. Can't hear you.
We came here, Great One, seeking just mere information based on a few words that we heard. We did not know the nature of what you were or what was here, but we have fought the slavers. We have defeated Zonagan, and we now seek to destroy Vazan, who has corrupted the monastery to the north of here and the whole land around. And that is why we came here. We didn't know what we were going to find, and we did not mean to attack you. Spare us. Spare me. Spare us.
All right. Tamark will look up at the creature and you know, we didn't fucking want to kill you, so we came up there because, you know, Latonious said you were evil, but we weren't sure, but now you want to get COVID. I mean, fuck, you attacked the guy, and now can't you just stop? Alright, roll saving throw, please,
I
monster.
didn't know Dan was from Jersey.
Dan's from all over. Alright. Saving throw versus rods. Ooh. Alright.
Good.
Okay, and then kind of we go to...
What a weird category of a saving throw. Rods.
Yeah,
Just-
well, second edition has those leftovers from basic, I'm sure.
I'm immune to rods.
And pick, you remain where you are. And Latonious has given Tamark a bad look. And the creature looks around at everyone. And I would like COVID and Shadrach to both make charisma checks, please.
Uh,
20? Go ahead.
26.
26. Okay, so the creature looks at Tamark. It's kind of hovering in the air. Its golden mane flowing as if it was underwater, but it's actually in the air and it's flowing behind it. Its hooves kind of pawing at the air, the little pinkish bottom of its hooves, not blood, but actually looking as if it has just run through a field of roses, and its golden scales on its body glistening in the sun, as if you're looking at a piece of the sun god that has come down, and you realize that this thing has every advantage in the world in this fight. As it tells Anakin, it has the higher ground. It has size and speed. It has a super sharp horn, as COVID's wound in his chest can attest to. It has even made the mighty warrior COVID show his belly. Shadrach, the great druid, preaching out, hopefully reaching it. It looks back at Tamark and kind of goes like that, and then it looks at Shadrach and kind of starts to glow up a little bit, and then looks at COVID and attacks! But instead of attacking, it flies past him and comes around here and lands above its cave on the top at this distance. And in all of your minds, you hear, I am willing to hear what you have to say. I am willing to believe that perhaps not all should be judged by their kin. And he stands proudly on the hill, shaking his head and his mane, apparently waiting for you all to do something.
I'm going to go to COVID and apply first aid.
Yay.
Okay.
You were wise and benevolent. Thank you for sparing us.
All right, so Shadrach, you move over to COVID. You can see that the wound at first glance was terrible and awful, but upon seeing it, you can see that he's bleeding, but it's not necessarily as terrible as you might have thought. Like, he's not bleeding out from the wound. That his...
Yeah, I thought he was badly hurt because he was just laying there.
Yes.
So.
Does anyone else do anything at this time, or do you expect...
I will parlay.
Go ahead, Reginald.
I allow him to attend to me for now.
Thank you for ceasing your attack. We seek to destroy the evil that is under the monastery. And we hoped, knowing of your magical presence, that you might have some wisdom that would help us get past the traps, the shocking magical imbuement that they've placed on the building.
I cannot see through the black rock. I know that there is evil there, and I also know that most of the evil that has come from the cave has been destroyed by me. And
Very good.
If you are the ones who truly removed Zonagon from the cave, then you have my gratitude, and that is a wonderful thing. It would explain why there were echoes of Zonagon attempting to flee downstream. I cannot say for certain that I destroyed every single one, but there were many that I did, and
then we are already on the same side. I'm so glad to hear this.
Is what the one wearing the dark who spoke to me, whose words moved me in ways I cannot understand, is he telling the truth about the slaver?
Yes. This is Covidius. And he has left and parted ways from his people and helped us to fight against them in the north near the Cave of Madness, where we defeated Zonagin and drove away the slavers and took away their prize.
You, son of Mother Skell, how fares your patient?
He's deeply wounded, but he will live. But if you could do something for him, that would be greatly appreciated. Your strength is great. You've shown it.
He takes 2 steps forward, and some rocks kind of fall down and go in front of the cave. And he looks and he says, "I will let his next action speak for himself. Covidius, if you have truly left your people behind, then I see no reason why you shouldn't have that which your people have left behind. But you may choose what you value more. My blessings and a healing of the wound that I put upon you, in which case you would walk into the first cave. Or you may have that which you seek, which is in the second cave."
Help me to my feet, Shadrach.
I'll help him up, and I'm going to cast a spell.
Okay, what spell do you cast? If anyone else wants to enter into something, don't forget to raise your hand or whatever. But so you're casting a cure spell?
Cure light wounds. I put my hand upon Coben's wound, and I put my other hand into the air. And I say, "Take this as our blessing, and heal my friend."
All right, roll advantage, so roll it twice. Give him the best of 2 numbers.
6 is the best one.
As the healing energy comes down through the druid and passing from his hand to Covid, you can see that the hole in his chest armor is actually quite small, and the redness that was there crusts up and kind of moves away, leaving redness of the skin. So you're still sore there, but his healing magic has done what it did.
May this guide your decision, Covidius.
Well, which cave was not the healing? The cave 1?
Who are you asking?
Cobb. I start walking to the I look at Shadrach. Shadrach, which one did he say was the one with the healing? Cave 1 or cave 2?
Can't hear you.
You're muted.
The first cave is healing. The second cave is the whatever they left behind.
I moved
Go
forward
to the second
towards-
cave.
Yeah, I was going to go to the second cave, but I'm not sure what they left behind is something that I necessarily...
He
want.
said it's what we need to get in.
Oh, well, okay. I moved to the second cave. On my way up there, it's a bit of a distance, I imagine. To about where
He said it's what you seek.
I think that's what it meant, basically. My bad. My interpretation.
Yeah,
So I was.
Well, Reggie, you're right there, so you can say that. That's no problem.
I did. So I don't know if that's what Covidius thinks something else with the group.
He said the second cave was the non-healing cave, so.
I mean, as much as I enjoyed being healed.
You guys are having this conversation,
yes,
by the
as
way.
I'm slowly moving forward.
Okay.
If it's what we search for or seek or help in our quest, then I'll take Cave 2. I will heal over time. And I head for Cave 2, and as I'm passing this great beast, I say, I was a slave some 50 years ago, and I was freed by my people. And then I joined their armies and worked my way up in the rank. It wasn't until just 5 years ago I was betrayed and killed, trying to bring word to my commander that they were going to overthrow him, and that is the regime that is in control now that I've found out. From those that have started by breaking up slavery have turned to slavery. And when I've heard of this, and you can ask my friends, I have said that I don't want to look like them. I am trained well with this armor. It protects me in what I need to do. I said I don't want to be their color. I don't want my armor to look like theirs. I don't want to be represented as one of them ever again as I'm entering into Cave 2.
Maybe there's new armor in the cave.
Okay, so you enter the second cave. And as the creature up on the above it kind of just watches you enter, you see
It's
it.
a new car!
You see it.
Oh, meet me!
You see it look over at the rest of you and say,
It's one of the Pepsi commercials you chose.
your quest is noble, but I cannot give you what you want. And it looks at Latonious and says, I would do what I can, but I won't do that. And it flies off.
Mighty Chiron, thank you for your blessing.
Now I'm walking into the cave. I'm thinking.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
saying to myself,
that thing would have just rubbed the dirt with us. I'm pretty sure.
I'm saying a prayer too.
Could have just took one at a time. Pow, pow, pow.
Latonious,
He looks up
thinking
at
that we needed to kill this
Reggie,
noble
and
beast.
he's like, oh, I'm glad we didn't. He just like puts his hand over his face and
It was a great lead, though.
I'll also admit that's not what I thought it was.
all right. So Covidius.
I wondered.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Reggie. Keep going.
I was about to say, I wonder if Covidius is all right, and I move toward the caves.
Okay.
Hey
So
man, where you going?
as Covidius heads into the cave, it's
Can I say what
fairly tall. Uh huh.
Can I say what I'm saying? I'm going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I start praying to Nemesis as I'm walking in, for her guidance to continue the fight that I'm on, the path that I'm on, the fight that I'm here for her, and any assistance or any guidance she can give me. I know she's always watching over me as I'm walking in. That's what I'm kind of saying under my breath to her.
Okay, your eyes adjust rather quickly to the darkness. And as you're looking and walking into the cave, you're kind of splashing in the water. As I said, it kind of the water is a little higher. But after about 10 feet, you leave the water, and the water dripping off your off what you're wearing and off of your footwear makes a kind of an echoing sound in this cave. And as your eyes adjust, you can see that there's some green something growing on the left side of the cave, and There's a few scattered bones that are from some long dead creature. And then how far back in the cave?
I continue to walk until I notice something that I'm supposed to notice. I mean, I don't know what I'm looking for or what's supposed to be here for me. So if I don't obviously see something, I continue to walk.
Okay.
I don't know what else to do.
You walk and
No weapons.
Like if you've ever been in a cave, the stalactites that form. So
only in like the caves you gotta pay to go into. I ever see stalactites and stalagmites, but yeah.
And in you notice that the cave opens into a larger area with several stalactites that are hanging from the ceiling. And then as you look, you see a pile of you're not sure. You would have to get closer, but it looks like a pile of something off in the far right side. It's about 30 feet away.
When you say a pile of something, is there a chance of breaking it down like a pile of rubble, a pile of bones, or is it that it's just like a little lump of something? Is that all I can tell?
It's a pile of, say, some shiny objects and possibly
Is this the end of the cave?
leather things. Yeah.
Looking around and I don't see anything else in here, correct?
You see the ground and some rocks and,
yeah.
as I said, the stalactites above, and then occasionally you hear a dripping sound. And then there's some on the ground that are a lot smaller than the ones on top that you kind of got to weave around, unless you just want to kick them over.
No, I don't disturb anything in here, and I try not to stand under any of the larger ones. And without thinking anything of values here, I walk towards that pile, watching not to knock anything over or be under anything above, as best I can, to see what this is, because there's nothing else in here, so it's the last thing I'm looking at.
Okay. Roll a d10.
A 6.
All right. You manage to kick over only one stalagmite in the cave, because obviously looking above you and looking at the ground, you can't do both simultaneously. But eventually you make it over to the pile, and when you get over to the pile, you see what appears to be 30 gladius, 15 scutums, pieces of armor just like yours, and one standard bearer of Terminus.
Oh, so this looks like this might be what's left of his crew.
I don't know.
Well, there's a standard bearer.
When I say standard bearer, I mean the
flag,
piece
whole,
of cloth,
yeah,
the flag, not
that's what I assumed you meant.
But no, there's no like skeletons of dead
Right.
Achaemenians in
It's
there.
just like their gear. And it's the same gear. It's not like it's a different...
it looks like something you're familiar with. Standard Achaemen issue. Roll a...
I'm sitting there trying to
wanna-
figure out why this is something I want.
Okay.
But that's something in my head. It's like... they're dead. That's a plus. Maybe that's what I want. What do you want me to roll? Fine.
Nothing. Do you do anything once you get over there?
You tell me what I can see. I don't see the... I'll call the rest then.
Okay, Reginald, you hear, "Hey guys!" from inside that cave that you were just coming up to.
Yeah, I holler back. You okay?
Yeah, it appears to be safe. Just tell everyone to be careful when they come in, not to disturb the stalactites and stalagmites.
He says it's safe.
I'm in the back of the cave.
Tamar, of course,
I
will go.
thought the creature told him to go in the cave and find what he wanted, not us.
Yeah, I think he should have took the blessing. But that's me.
You need to see this. Come in.
Latonious will move up to here, but not go any further. What about Pick and Shadrach?
Shad will stay at the entrance.
Okay, so you're up there. Pick, you're just
You
hanging way
can
out
stay
the
in
back.
there, I guess.
I'm moving
I'm
up.
gonna grab, oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, Tamar.
I'm gonna grab Shag and have him fall back out of earshot.
Oh,
Did
okay,
you call me
sure.
Shag?
All right, so you Shadrach, do you go with him?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
sure.
so we'll move these guys back here for a second. Meanwhile, so who's actually going in the cave? Anybody besides COVID?
I'm standing at the entrance.
Okay, Pick.
Standing at the entrance.
All right, so you guys are both kind of in the water, just looking in. The water's coming up to about your, like, calf. So if you have regular boots on, you're kind of getting moist, but whatever. And Pick, you can kind of see in the cave, and you can see kind of what's in there. You can tell COVID's in there, but you don't see him. He must be like where the cave widens up, not in the line of sight where you are. So go ahead, COVID.
Looking at the armor without having to get in there, I mean, just what I can see, does it look to have been damaged, like punctured with the horn or anything like that? Any of the stuff
You
laying
notice
about?
a couple pieces that are, yes.
And I don't think you ever officially described it, but when Terminus was when we first run the Terminus, did he have a specific helmet on indicating his rank, which is what our people used to do? Okay, do I see that in here anywhere?
Not unless you're willing to search there. I mean, just upon first glance, no.
It's not really separated. It's all just one big pile of everything.
Well, that's what you see right now.
Okay.
To get any more information, you would have to change the circumstance that you're working with.
I'm going to. I'm not gonna like take an inventory, that kind of a look, but I'm looking for a helmet that would be his.
Okay, so you will investigate
or
your pile.
perhaps you remember how Rise's armor was slightly different because it was for his class. It was the same class, but it was more unique. I'm looking for that also, not Rise's, but like something to indicate that he might have been ended.
Okay. Roll your observation, please. Okay. Amongst the rubble, as you start to move, you guys at the edge of the cave, you can hear what sounds like stuff being moved, metal pieces or what have you. Something must be attacking COVID, I guess, in the darkness.
I can't see anything in there. Dick, you gotta help him.
I'm looking in. Can I see anything?
No, just the sound of lots of metal on metal, and sounds like somebody's fighting. I guess COVID's battling something.
He'd have to hear. It's got to be here somewhere. Please let it be here by Nemesis' name.
Did I hear that?
No.
I'm not going to spend forever.
Okay.
Though, just so you know.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. What about me and
So-
Tamar here?
Okay, hold on. We're almost there.
It's a
Okay.
hope.
So in your investigation, you do not find the headdress designating Terminus's demise. These appear to be regular infantry legionnaires, but you do find your specific swords from the Cave of Madness.
I take those.
Okay.
Wow. That's strange.
Anything else?
Yeah. Are people's bows here as well? The same as mine?
Roll a d20.
An 18.
Okay, yeah.
I grab one of those. I'm thinking for that better quality one. And I'm gonna take 2 more radiuses as well for backups.
All right.
And I dropped two short swords. Just I had them in the pile.
Okay. And then
I head out.
Okay.
Now I'm sure they're gonna say there's shields there too, correct?
Yeah, I said the Scudums.
Oh right. But I'm happy having a different shield. It's not the same style, and I'm good with that.
All right.
So I leave with my shield, not one of theirs.
Okay, so COVID exits the cave, and
I'd be holding, at this point I'm holding 2 extra places, because they have the other 2 shields, and then I'm holding the bow as well when I want it.
all right, did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we'll stop that there, and let's go to Tamark and Shadrach. So Tamark, can you...
Let me make one point here. He got some extra hit points from my first aid, I thought. Covidius did.
It needs to be in the round right after.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I tried.
But that's okay. All right, go ahead, Shadrach and Tamark.
I say this quietly so as not to have others hearing me. And you think maybe our new companion might be evil and potentially brought us out here to kill this good creature to help release the evil in the cave?
I wish you could speak up, Dan. I can't hardly hear you.
So I said, you think maybe that our new companion might be evil and intentionally brought us out here to kill this good creature to release the evil in the area?
I'm beginning to wonder if I think he's, if anything, he's low information. I don't think he knows as much as we do. He knows something, but not what, he just knows bits and pieces. Otherwise, you could be correct. I mean, I can't tell right away, but with a little preparation I could tell. But initially, my initial impression is that he doesn't know enough. He only knows limited information. That's my initial impression.
But if he was stumbled across something and decided he was going to help work for the evil.
I mean, any of us could be corrupted, Tamark, at this point. And it's like it's got to. I understand. No, I understand your position. Anybody is suspicious, especially when they're too helpful. And like you're right. When he told me about this creature, I was like, that sounds like a holy creature. And well, it seemed to be a holy creature to me. So,
Make holes.
but I think it just warrants staying aware. And I agree with you. And I will stay aware, and I'll pass the message on. Just do it subtly. If you want to tell somebody else subtly. Just keep it quiet. You know, I agree with you.
I was hoping maybe you had some form of magic or something. You might be able to...
Well, I can prepare, but initially, right this moment, I can't tell.
No, I'll just, in the future.
I mean, I have to prepare for that kind of thing. I have to be ready for it. So, here lately, I've been ready for combat, so I can certainly change that tune. But I agree. We just need to be aware.
Okay.
I don't completely trust anybody, to be quite honest, and I don't want that to sound wrong. Don't take that the wrong way, but at this point, any of us could be controlled or under the influence of something else.
Yeah,
You've seen that power.
Have something bring us under its sway.
I mean, a whole monastery. That whole monastery could be controlled, and they don't even know they're controlled. That's another thing that I've thought about.
I agree. That's why I was just
Well, we're all on the same page. I'm pretty sure of that.
Okay, that's all I have to say.
Excellent. Bye.
All right, so back at the cave entrance, is there any conversation
Yes.
there?
Yes.
Hey, there was armor in the cave. How about that?
Well, I didn't bring the armor out.
He's got a couple swords and a bow in his hands.
Oh,
I hand the bow.
weapons in the cave.
That's Pick up there with me, with you, right?
Yeah.
I extend the bow towards Pick. Pick, would you like this bow? It is of the same style as mine. It's sturdier and can be used to defend the sword if necessary. You should be able to operate it. And then
Thank you.
I say it looks like he may have destroyed that group that was under Terminus's command, or another similar to them. The bodies aren't in there, but their gear is. Their armor, their shields, their swords, and one of his standard bearers. Although I did not find his specific headgear or armor, the rest of their gear is there, including my two swords that I lost in the Cave of Madness in the bottom of that water. Oddly enough.
that's odd.
Yes, that is. But there are, if
Maybe they wash downstream.
I don't know. It's very specifically a big pile. You could be correct. I think it's what he did. Is those he killed. You can see some of them have some sort of like a horn, perhaps puncture wound in the armor. I think these are the slavers he's dealt with so far, or at least their gear. I don't know if anything in my gear would be find usable, but I have
Nothing that's going to help us in the
right. I didn't see anything else in there. But
monster.
that's
Man,
that's all that's in there that I could see.
well, at least you got your swords back. I wish we could have garnered better favor with that Kyren.
Yeah.
He seemed, I was just happy that he didn't kill us, man.
Well, he was triggered by Covidius's appearance, and I think
Yes.
that's the only thing. Otherwise,
Yeah,
I
we
think he might
definitely-
not have had such a bad reaction.
We definitely need to get you some new armor, man.
We're all together now. It's not the armor. I think if we can change its color or change my color, I would be happy. You know, we find a
Can't get
time
the
when we can
cock-
dye the leather a
can't
different color, any color,
Change
other
your
than
color?
this dark red that it is. And yeah, my color, I'm a darker elf to you people. Because I come from a spot where the sun is out more. It's almost more desert than there are trees. If there was a way to lighten my skin, I wouldn't immediately be thought of as an Acaraman, which I'm not happy to be calling myself one of them at this point.
Well, what do you think, fellas? Should we head back north? Or check out this other cave? I don't want to piss off the Kyren.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
where he lives, but
Latonious, where's the other way in? Come on, man. Just come on.
that's what I was hoping to ask the thing.
I don't think the thing knows.
I think it does.
I think Latonious knows, and I look right at him.
He
So we're
says,
all looking at Latonious.
he says,
Yeah.
Well-
pretty much.
I only know the way in by the entrance.
Which is,
Yeah, where's that?
You spoke of other entrances at the river, or the creek. Now you say you
That's
don't
not-
know that?
That's not what I said, and the DM will say I went back and I know exactly what this character said. So you immediately fucked that up, Jason, but that's okay.
I wasn't.
I never said there was a way from these caves 2 days away to the under. I never said
No,
that.
oh no, that's not what I meant. No, that's not what I
He
meant.
said there's always a secret entrance. That's
I
what he
didn't mean
said.
this river. I didn't mean the river here. No, that's not what I meant. I meant the creek back up there where that stupid creature was.
Well,
Hannigan?
Yeah.
That's 2 days away also.
There may be, but it wouldn't be from the Cave of Madness. It would probably
But
be from
I want to clarify that. I
it would
didn't
probably
mean that
be
these
from the
caves here. I did
stream.
not mean that at all.
Okay.
I thought that there was a creek closer to the monastery where there was a cave entrance, and that's what he had mentioned before. I didn't mean the river. Not at all. Not at all.
Well, he says there might be. I haven't searched the stream.
It is said that there are many caves in the area, and we came to the conclusion that there must be a way for the evil to get out if it is living beneath
He says,
the monastery.
but I can see now that how that would be misconstrued. And he says, I guess I should just tell you everything.
Yeah.
Well,
If it's helpful, I'd like
says-
to know it.
When I said that I've been to this monastery many times, it's because I'm a servant of Bazan. And when I said I had my ascension ceremony in the courtyard, it's because that was a long, long time ago.
Oh.
And I was hoping that
good time.
I could talk you into killing the Kyrin and then use his horn to bring what's left of Bazan in the dungeon back to life, because the Kyrin's horn
You rotten bastard.
is a healing artifact, but you couldn't even do that correctly. So now I guess I'm just going to have to kill all of you here, which frankly is disappointing.
Indeed.
He says, do you have any last words? And you'll notice he's positioned himself on top of the hill while you guys are down below.
You're muted, Jason.
that's all right. He ain't gonna stand up there for long.
He says, come at me. Come up here
I ready
to your
I
death.
ready my bow.
I'm coating my weapons as inconspicuously as possible with poison and getting ready to fight.
Okay, so this guy's got the higher ground and he can see all of you perfectly. So as you do that, he just goes, fool, I'm immune to poison. I'm a servant of Bazan, and at that I need actions because he's starting to do something. So we'll just start with who's closest. I guess technically that would be Tamark, because you would be able to scramble up quicker than somebody who had to climb the 15-foot hole right here. So Tamark, do you have an action?
Yeah, this is the last I can talk to.
Okay.
So I'm gonna I'll use both my weapons and charge.
Okay. Shadrach.
Casting.
Okay. COVID.
Come back to me. Can you do that?
Pick.
Attack.
Reggie.
Attack.
COVID.
How about me and you? No weapons. Winner decides the fate of whether we leave or whether you leave. Just me and you.
He looks and
I was hoping to get to know you. I heard you are skilled with your hands.
he says, apparently Tamark and your friends don't have any interest in that. So
Well, what do you say?
I say, get your friends to stand down.
Tamark,
Bad idea.
Shed, let me see if I can fight this guy and save you all the trouble.
Bad idea.
K-Mark says...
I am charging no matter what.
Okay, so there's his answer.
He says he's charging.
Okay? Alright, we need it. And then everybody's got their actions in, right? COVID, did you make an action?
I did not because I was hoping
Okay, you get 5 seconds.
I'm going to ready my bow.
What is the trigger?
Just gonna go as soon as I can.
So you're not readying your action is to attack.
Yes.
Okay. Alright, Shadrach, roll initiative. Let's find some battle music here. Yeah, fuck you. What'd you get, Shadrach? A 2? I got a 1! My side is sped up. Okay. Alright. This guy backs up and then leaps down. And he will attempt to...
I just got curiosity. How come I'm in front of those two when I was coming out of the cave? I walked up to
The cave's here, so you come out, they were just looking in.
Wait. Oh, the cave's on this wall.
Yeah, the dark.
Oh, okay. I thought I went into the cave
All
that
right.
way. Alright, I got you.
And he will attempt to attack COVID.
I guess because you got the people on this side of the...
Well, this is the water here.
Oh,
That's a cave, and it slopes up.
I got you.
So that's why
Okay.
technically they can
I got
move.
you.
Okay. So, the Monk of Cahulan / fucking Servant of Bazan, whatever this fucking thing is, charges at Covidius. He hits an armor class of -9.
Who wouldn't hit?
He kicks you, and the kick, you take only 4 points of damage, but you need to save versus paralyzation.
Nope.
You are stunned right off the bat as he kicks you in the face, landing right next to you. Okay, we now go to any actions that happen. Or no, now we go to fast. He was sped up because I rolled a 1. He then, while standing in the water, attempts to kick Reginald. Hits an armor class of -5.
Ouch.
Reginald, you take 3 points of damage and you need to save versus paralyzation.
I rolled a 6.
That's a failure, I'm sure. Reginald,
Yeah.
and right off the bat, and COVID are stunned. And I think you don't automatically fall when you're stunned, but I'll have to check that. Okay, so now we go to the loser's side of fast. When does your spell go off, Shadrach?
5.
That is average, okay?
We might stun until next round.
K-Mark will charge, and Tick, you said attack, so either one of you could go first because you're going to have to move to get there, so we'll just have Pick go first. So, do you move to strike Latonious?
Not if he's within bow shot range.
He is. He's 5 foot away. He's not threatening you as far as you know, so you can shoot him from right there if you want. He is engaged in melee with the 2 people that he just stunned, so you will need to do a called shot, or you can take your chances on who it hits.
I'm not doing a called shot.
Okay, so roll to hit.
Natural 19. That hits an armor class of -4.
Okay, now I want you to roll a D3. Reginald is 1, COVID is 2, and the enemy is 3.
No, he hit the target, man. Come
I rolled a
on.
5.
Don't you have a D3?
A 5
On
would
a
be
D3.
a 5 would be a 3 then. He's rolling a D6.
That would be a 3.
Okay.
Ding, 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 ding.
All right, roll damage.
Who do you have? I mean, was it me? I forgot.
No,
who
it was the thing.
the thing.
It was
him.
Latonious.
Oh. The thing.
3 points.
Okay. As your arrow moves towards Latonious, he missile deflects, knocks it out of the air, causing no damage. Kmark charges into the water. He does not turn to face him. Kmark rolls and rolls a 5. I'm sorry, you missed with your charge attack. All right. On average, the monk moves between the stunned people who can't do anything, and he attempts to kick Pick. That hits an armor class of 1.
Yes, it does.
That's a hit, okay. Pick, you take 4 points of damage and save versus paralyzation.
15, so I stay.
That's a successful save. All right, putting him in this square here. Okay. All right, now it's Shadrach's turn.
Mother Skell, send your punishing winds to strike down this servant of evil, and I cast Windlash.
All right. You cast Windlash. Now, the way the map is set up, I don't know if you can see this, but your Windlash is going to basically cross the square of Kmark and COVID, which gives the defender cover. So if you want to attack, you have to be aware of that.
All right, I was hoping I would get at least advantage.
Do you
With my
attack?
casting.
Do you attack?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Okay, so go ahead and roll.
I rolled a natural 18, so that would be armor class 0.
Okay, so with the cover, your attack is unfortunately like COVID is in the way, and as you Windlash, you can see it hit off the top of his shield.
He feels a strong wind at his back, but it cracks right in front of him.
All right. Pick, if you wanted to take a second arrow shot, you would be subject to an attack of opportunity because he is now threatened. The Latonious thing is threatening you. Do you still wish to take your second shot, or you'll just stop there? Or not? Okay. And then at the end of the round, Shadrach could theoretically move and Pick could theoretically move. So, would either of you like to do so?
I'd like to take a half move backwards away from this guy. Yeah. To get a better view of him.
Okay, so you can either move into the water and then he would still have the cover, or you can move up the hill and then you could then get a clear shot next time if he doesn't change before you go.
I will do what you said, up the hill.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then now you've got a clear shot at him because no square would be in between. Okay, and Pick, do you remain where you are? Okay.
Hey, Cal.
Yes.
I'm curious. When I do the charge, do I get my offhand attack?
No, when you charge, you get one attack.
Just the one attack. Okay.
And it's made at +2, and you rolled a 5. So.
Well, I understood that.
Okay.
I didn't know if it was
Okay, Tamar, do you have an action?
I'm going to keep attacking with both swords.
Okay, that's fine. All right. Just for you guys that are stunned, just so you understand what it is, unless you tell me you already know, but that would be great.
I'm looking for it. I just haven't found it yet.
I had the same issue.
I will read, well, because the second edition, you have to find the spell power word stun.
Oh.
And I was like, well, that's bullshit.
Uh-oh.
No wonder we can't.
I was looking in combat and tactics for conditions.
Me too.
So, but I will tell you what is
Wouldn't it be under the monk category as well? That would tell you what stunning did? Look
Okay.
at the character class description.
Stunned
I mean, I
creatures.
kind of know, but I don't
Here it
exactly know.
is. Stunned creatures drop what they are holding. So
No.
any weapons or shields or what have you, except for your shield is strapped to your arm because it's a large shield, so it doesn't actually drop, but it kind of droops off to the side. And cannot take any meaningful actions. They cannot communicate, employ spells, use magical items, initiate psionics, use spell-like powers, fight, or move freely. Movement is limited to 1/3 the creature's movement rate. Attacks against stunned creatures get a +4 bonus. Proficiency checks are made at disadvantage. So that is the effect of being stunned.
How long does that last? Is it a one-round thing? Is it, we don't know?
Well,
I don't know how it works.
You don't. It depends. It's not the spell version. It's this particular thing version. And I will say
Like
that
I said, wouldn't it say under the monk description?
well, I would have to go get the Scarlet Brotherhood thing to see. I mean, I
But
can.
stunning is just a basic monk
But
thing.
I'm how do I say this? Okay. So this thing isn't a monk, but the stunning thing is a thing, and I have my own way of doing it, which is a little less strong
I wasn't trying to argue about
than the
it.
official monk second edition stunning thing. So, okay. So, at the top of the round, or should we say at the end of last round, it doesn't really matter. So you've dropped the stuff. As soon as you get stunned, you drop it. So at the end of the last round, I need Reggie and COVID to both save versus paralyzation again.
I rolled a 19, so I'm
That's a
13! I made it by 1.
all right. So you're both not stunned now at the beginning of this round. And
Is he still threatening me?
okay, so as you kind of look up, this is Latonious monster. COVID is got his back to him, and he's in the cave mouth, if you will. Pick is threatening. Reggie, you are not threatening, or he is not threatening you. You're actually one square away. Then Tamark's here at the first cave, and Shadrach has moved up the hill, and he's kind of where the monk monster was before. All right, so I need actions, and we'll start with Pick. Can't hear you.
Does he have his back to me?
No, you and him are actually faced off.
Okay. I'll draw my bow, fire.
Now, if you attempt a missile attack against someone who's threatening you, they get an immediate attack of opportunity on you.
Okay, I did not know that. Try to defend.
You can drop your bow and draw your melee weapon at no cost.
If I can do that, then that's what I will do.
The thing is, if you wanted to stow your bow, that would be an action because you're trying to put it away while you're being attacked. Yeah, so that's why you can get away with dropping something and drawing something else. Okay, so is your action then to attack? Okay. No.
Drop and draw.
You can still attack.
Then I will attack also.
Okay, all right. And next would be COVID.
I don't have a weapon in my hand because I didn't get a chance to draw the bow because I didn't get a chance. I am, I mean, do I have to wait till the end of the round to change?
No.
Okay. I am using my martial arts style B. That's my style B. It's all kicking. And I'm using a backward kick because he's behind me. Now, I don't know how this works.
Okay, hold on.
So
You're proficient in all weapons, right?
I'm also proficient in expert level in all forms of unarmed combat.
Okay.
At the expert level is what it says. But I'm not bringing the expert level. I'm just bringing the style into it. I have to have a style of that. And
I don't think. Okay,
That's fine.
I think that's too much.
Okay.
I think what that means is, as far as I'm concerned, is that you are proficient in punching, which means you get the same amount of attacks punching that you would with a weapon.
It says very specifically. I mean, I'll bring it up in the book for you, but it's I'm considered an expert level in unarmed combat.
All right. Well, we can't slow the game down, so just roll with it. But
I mean, I don't know how to do it.
You don't get martial arts.
Okay. Then what do I get? Because I noticed there's a lot of them in here.
Yeah.
So you then pick one that I can have. That would best suit me then.
Well, you get a +1 to hit with punching, and you get. I mean, technically, for this particular session, until I can figure it out.
That at this time?
No, I don't prefer it. I just think martial arts is something that you have to spend 3 proficiency slots to get, and that's not equal to what you're saying that, or what you're equating it to. So, what I'm trying.
I know what the book says to buy it, and I know what the kit says that I start with. I mean, I don't. If I want to go higher than that, I have to add to it. That's fine. If you want me to even I can use it until later. That's why I was all wanting to meet this guy. I wanted to, because I also haven't had the chance to use it. I told you that last game.
Yeah.
I have not had the chance to use it yet, but I'm an expert in unarmed combat. I just have not had the chance to use it. And then I hear the stories of this guy. I'm like, oh, I'd love to spar off with him. That was the whole point of wanting to meet him.
Now, are you also aware that wearing heavier armor affects that?
It affects some of the stuff I can do. I've read that part of it as well.
Alright.
If I don't have armor net on, it adds to my armor class. If I do have it on, then I just have the armor class I have. But it depends on what I'm doing.
Alright.
That's why I chose the kicking style of that specific thing, because that doesn't really matter on the type of combat, because it's all kicking. But that's neither here nor there. If you want me to not use it at all until we can verify that, that's fine. I'll do something different. I'll draw my sword and try to turn to attack. Can I not face him to attack for free?
Yeah.
Or can turn to attack him?
Yeah,
I mean, I can do it.
absolutely.
Okay, then I just draw my sword and turn to attack.
Okay, so you're attacking.
Yes. Oh, you only have super actions? I'm sorry, I thought you said it was my turn.
Actions, yeah. Reggie?
Attacking.
K-Mark will attack like you said. Shadrach?
Windlash, attack.
Okay. Roll initiative, pick. Oh, my side's delayed. Okay.
What do we get?
On fast.
5.
So, pick, you drop your bow and you draw your, what, short sword or?
Yes.
Okay, and you attack.
Natural 20.
Explode.
11, which that would hit an armor class of 4.
Roll normal damage.
He's regular medium size.
He is.
2 points of damage.
Alright.
Special benefits.
COVID. That was written before that book came out, so that's why it has to be
Okay.
specially checked over.
All right, but read what it says about it, because it has a lot about it, not just that sentence. I mean, the whole half of paragraph.
Okay, you're up.
So I pull my glazed spin and attack. Horribly attack. Forgot my armor class. Armor class. Wait a minute,
Attack roll minus your dice roll.
10.
Oh, you must roll like a... Okay. Alright, so you draw your weapon and you turn, and when you do, your foot catches a rock under the sandbar, and you swing, and it like goes way off and kind of scrapes the side of the cave right next to him, and you're like, God damn it.
Yep, pretty much.
Okay. Anyone else on fast? I guess Reggie? What are you using to attack?
My long sword, I'm on average.
So what did you drop?
My bow.
Okay. All right. Oh, okay. So average. Okay. So it's not your turn yet. And Tamark will move. And it's like there's not a space. Well, Reggie moved up to that space. So Tamark will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Yes. You can attack from right there. And he attacks with 2 weapons, and he rolls a 3 and a d12, which is wrong. A 3 and a natural 1, yay! Level check for Tamar. And failure. Roll a d30 for me, Reginald. Here we go, our first fumble of the evening.
23.
23. He slips and falls down. Dump! Whoop! And perfect, Tamar. Good job. In the water. All right. And then we go to average. And that would be Reggie. You get to go first because this guy rolled a 10. So.
All right. I am going to take advantage of my position and try to get a backstab on it.
Well, unfortunately, he's facing Pick, and you're right there in this square. So you're still in his front square. So if you want to try to move around, but he would have to be surprised for you to get a backstab. And
instead, okay, I'm just attacking.
All right.
Longsword. 11 hits an armor class of 7.
All right, you bring your sword. You got the COVID on your right, Pick on the left. Here he is, back in the middle with Slew, and he slabs through, and the monk monster takes his foot, and he puts it up, and he kicks your sword away, and you're like, what the fuck? Yeah. All right. And Shadrach, Windlash goes. You actually have a +1 for a flank.
I was going to ask if I had position, and that's cool. All right. I will again call upon Mother Skell to send her punishing winds to strike down this animus of evil. I hit armor class 3.
Armor class 3. All right, you send your windlash out. A cracking sound is heard right next to Latonious. Unfortunately, your strike gains no purchase. It misses. All right, and now it is the monk.
I want to call my 37.
Okay, you may do your reroll, right?
I'm calling for a re-jab.
Go ahead.
I'll even put the camera around here. Hang on. How do I do that?
You're fine. You don't have to do that. If you guys want to cheat, then you're just going to cheat. That's fine.
I hit armor class 3.
That's the same thing. Okay. Unfortunately, the time rejam results in the same flip nugget. All right. It is now Latonious' turn. He sees that he's almost surrounded. So, he will direct
Surrender?
He will direct his first attack at the one in front of him. Pick. He hits an armor class of -10. Pick. You take 4 points of damage and you need to save versus paralyzation.
Negative.
You are stunned. Does anyone else attack on... Any more attacks for your side? I don't think so.
Not me.
All right. The monk monster's second attack on Reginald. Armor class of -8.
Hits.
A heel kick comes over the top of the monk's head, kicks you in the face. You take 1 point of damage. Save versus paralyzation.
Good. Save 16.
All right. And last, he hops up at the air and does a front kick to Covidius. Armor class of -7.
Yep.
Covidius, you take a whopping 4 points of damage and save versus paralyzation.
Nope.
You are stunned.
No. Yes, I made it.
You're
No,
successful.
I'm not stunned is
Okay.
what I was thinking when I said no.
All right.
I rolled a 14. I don't need 11.
Okay. So, Reggie, yes?
Tamar is a dual weapon guy. Doesn't he have another attack?
He took both his attacks and he rolled a 3 and a 1 and fell down.
Oh,
But let me see if he gets 3 every 2 or not. He might or he might not. Let me check.
I forgot he fell down.
Let me check. Hold on.
I do get 3 every 2. I have expertise. I get 3 every 2.
Okay. All right.
I heard
So you can't. I mean, you can attack from the ground like that, but you're going to be at a massive disadvantage. And you've already taken your move and attack, so if you want to attack, you can't even attack from the ground like
Can I
that.
use my axe to get up?
No, because that's like its own separate action. That's considered a move action, and you've already moved and taken an action.
Alright,
So you're
I'm gonna
pretty.
attack anyway.
You're done. Okay. So, at the end of the round, you see something very, very similar to what you might have seen in the Cave of Madness. The monk puts his arms down, and he does this thing like this, and he stomps in the water, and this purplish energy emanates from him out in a 20-foot radius. And I need Tamar, Pick, Reginald, and Covidius to all save versus spells, please. And Reginald, you're stunned, but I don't think that affects that saving throw, so just go ahead. Okay, so Pick, save versus spells. That's a failure, okay. Reginald.
14, success.
Success. Tamar rolls a 14. That's a success. And Covidius.
I rolled a 16, which is 2 higher than you.
All right. So, Pick, you take... Ooh, shit. 17 points of necrotic damage. Everyone else takes
Holy
8.
shit, man.
Except Shadrach. You are outside. Well, let me double check. You might be within the 20-foot radius here. 10, 15. Oh, yeah. Yep, Shadrach, save versus spells.
Here we go. All right, I saved. I rolled a 16.
You take 8 points of necrotic damage. And like I said, you all should remember this from the thing in the Cave of Madness. You saw something very similar to this.
Yep.
I don't remember taking half damage
Okay.
Or saving that committee.
Well,
that may be thinking wrong.
that may or may not be true, but also this is a different.
Okay. Well, you said you may remember that.
Thing.
I don't remember taking damage by saying.
I mean,
Well, I don't
okay.
remember.
So that is the end of round number 2, and we now proceed to round 3. So we got 4 guys.
Hang on. Did I get a half move at the end of the round?
If you want, where do you want to go?
I want to get further around behind this guy for just a back shot.
Okay, so you can move 1 square and be in a rear square, but how close do you want to be to this guy?
Right there. I don't want to be right up on him. I got like 25 yards to smack this guy, so as long as I'm behind him, I'm good. In fact, you can move me a square away from him, and I'll still be able to smack him pretty good.
You want to get closer?
No, away.
Oh, okay, like there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So I have a good clear view. That's what I want.
You got a good clear view. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
And the monster, who did not move, will also take a move at the end of the round. And he will do a spring over to here, up the hill. And COVID and Pick all can both take attacks of opportunity if they want.
Yes.
Who's
Even
going?
if I'm stunned?
Oh, are you stunned? I thought Reginald was. I got it backwards, didn't I? Okay, Pick's
I am.
stunned. Okay, so Reggie gets the free attack then.
15,
I get what?
You get an attack of opportunity on the monk. He sprung out of the water back up the hill.
14 is gonna hit an armor class of 4.
All right, you swing and he manages to flip and you miss.
Mine's 7.
That's a hit. Roll Dinkus.
Uh, 11.
All right, as he springs away, Reginald misses, but Covidius, the swarthy warrior from another continent, says slash, and as the thing lands, you see him holding the back of his elbow, and when he moves his hand, you don't see blood, but this yellowy, white, milky substance coming out, and he says,
Yeah.
oh, so you're the one that's the one I need to worry about. Good to know. All right. Next round, actions. And Shadrach, you're now the closest, so you get to pick first.
I'm casting, actually.
You're casting a spell? Okay.
Yes.
And then we go to COVID.
Attacking. If attack. I mean,
You're readying an attack.
Readying my attack.
Okay. So the trigger is if you're attacked.
Yes.
Okay. So the movement happens independent of the action. So when your turn comes up, you have to say hold if you don't want to move yet.
Well, oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Gotcha.
Okay, Reginald.
Attack.
Pick. I would like you to make a saving throw versus paralyzation to see if you are not stunned.
Missed by 1.
Okay, so you're stunned for this round. Tamark, obviously he will use half his move to get up, and then he can either put his weapons, drop his weapons and draw a missile, or he can move to threaten. And he will move to threaten. Okay. So, I would like... I think it's COVID's turn. Roll initiative. Beat a slowed again, a 10.
6.
All right. Nobody on very fast. On fast.
Movement and attack.
You want to move on this phase?
Oh, wait.
My casting time is 4, whatever that is.
That's average.
I said I was going to wait for him to attack. Do I have to wait for him to attack, or if I get to go first, can I go up and attack him, or do I have to wait?
You said what your action was.
So I'm saying, do I have to wait then?
Yeah.
Then I'll wait.
At the end of the round, if nobody attacks you, you
Fine.
can take a half move to attack.
Okay.
All right, Reggie.
I'm attacking.
All right, so you will move, and you can. It takes your whole move to go through the water and get up to attack him, but you do. And roll the hit.
9. That hits an armor class 9.
All right, he just basically, you go up and you slash, and he just does the head juke, whoop, whoop, and you miss. All right.
He just laughing at me.
And then Tamar gets up, and then on the next phase, he will move to threaten. And then we go to Shadrach. It's your turn, the winner's side of average.
Please point to him, the bad guy.
Right here.
He's right. Okay.
You are now. He moved.
Okay.
So right now you're in a flanking square. You're not you're not behind him.
You're 5 feet from him.
Shadrach reaches into his pack, pulls out this mushroom, crumbles it in his hand, and he says, "By the power of this fungus, choke, evil one, choke." And I throw a puffball right, basically off where your hand is pointing, right to where it doesn't affect whoever's next to him there. That's Reginald, right?
Okay, so it's got an area of effect?
10 feet.
Okay. Oh, just...
I'm bursting it to where it just catches him at the edge of it.
Okay.
Puffball.
Yeah. Let me just double check everything, but sounds good. Puffball.
I think if my puffball, if my puffball works, he's in trouble.
Area of effect, 1 mushroom, and so what? Range touch. A druid would cast puffball on a normal mushroom. Oh, I see.
I can throw it as well.
Okay, the puffball burst, releasing a
Sorry.
cloud of spores 10 foot. Okay, so you're going, so you have to, you're hitting a target, not him, which means it'll be easier to hit an armor class 10 non-moving thing on the ground.
Yeah, I'm just, yeah.
Okay, so you need to roll and tell me what armor class you hit.
I hit armor class 6.
Okay, that's plenty good. So you hit, let's see, right there, and it takes this 5 and this 5 for 10. So it gets bad, evil, monkey, and those caught in the spore must make a successful saving throw versus poison. All right.
Come on, baby.
Natural 18.
So nothing happens.
He, you see him kind of go, and then take his arms and start moving them real fast like some anime. And all the spore just kind of disappears, and he goes, and he blows out what looks like smoke, but it's actually the spore stuff. And he goes, "You fool! I told you I was immune to poison." All right.
I heard him say it.
He sucked it in and then blew it back out.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Vegeta ain't got nothing on him. Okay. Now we go to the loser side of average. And it's Mako. And this guy will move past Reginald, giving Reginald an attack of opportunity.
20!
Explode!
Hey!
Roll a 20 again.
I rolled a 2.
All right, regular damage.
That was 16.
Roll Dankus.
All right. You said he's not large. He's
No.
regular. Okay. That is maximum damage, 9 points.
All right. So as he goes by, you slash him on his milky elbow, and he just kind of goes, "Ow!" And then and as he moves, he goes over to COVID, and he doesn't charge. He hops down on the opposite side. You turn to face him.
Of course.
You get a free facing change.
Yes.
Okay. And
I mean,
as he
theoretically,
goes
I
to
should've
attack,
facing that direction
you
when he
attack.
went down. 14 is a armor class. 12 is 0, so 14 would be -2.
That's fucking weird.
But
Yeah.
I'm sorry, somebody sent me a text and I just saw it and I replied, but somehow a reply was in there that had nothing to do with what he asked, so I don't know how it got there. So, okay. So,
armor class -2.
oh, I know what I was looking up. Hold on here.
Who is it?
There it is. Okay. No. Oh, okay. All right. So, roll damage.
8 points.
Okay. All right. So he will attack you.
Of course.
Armor class of -3.
No.
All right. That would be. Yeah. Okay. That was the loser side of average. Okay, we go to slow.
Oh, was it? Okay. I have my second attack.
All right, you go.
Come on, baby. 19. I know that hits. 8 points.
All right.
Hey, Todd, you haven't had the attack.
Okay, so
And I got a question.
well, you got up, and that was your movement, and now you're gonna move over to threaten him, and that's all you can do.
Hey, I got a question.
Yes.
Since we've been sent to remove the evil, does that count as a contract to bring me my bonus closest neighbor to these guys?
I don't know. I'll have to. I don't really remember what you're talking about, but we'll have to come back to that.
Did you understand what he said?
He said something about does this.
He has a contract to remove an evil, but this considered to remove an evil to need a bonus. I don't know what he's talking about, but that's what he said.
Well, I don't remember the contract, so we'll have to talk about that later. Right now, I want to get through this fight because it's 8:15. Okay. So he will take his second attack on
Taking another 45 minutes?
armor class of -7.
Of course, that hits me every time you roll it.
4 points of damage and saving this is paralyzation.
I did not say it.
You are stunned. And with this final attack, he will attack you, and he will go for a called shot and attempt to kick your head off.
Let me ask you a question. My armor class is not going to be including my shield or dex.
Correct. Armor class of -5.
Of course.
Okay, that is a successful called shot. Followed up with an armor class of 0. What is your stunned shieldless armor class? Which is no dex and no shield.
Should just be
0?
a 4. Wait.
Oh, 4. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's
all
just
right.
4.
So that is a
No,
6.
I'm sorry, it would be 5.
Okay.
No. 3. What's the other one?
All right.
Either way, you're minus whatever it is.
Okay, so we have that. A called shot is success. Another roll. If it hits, it is a critical wound. Okay. So first of all, so he hops up, goes off the wall, Ong Bak style, and whips his right foot around, kicking you right in the face. You take.
Well, the helmet technically. Does that matter?
Okay.
Does that matter?
You only take 4 points of damage.
Hear what I said?
Yes.
Okay.
You are knocked unconscious.
Being stunned after it would knock me down either way.
Did you say not unconscious?
No, knocked.
I'm knocked down and I'm unconscious.
Like on the door.
Yeah. Knocked down. Rendered useless for the rest of this battle. Good luck, gentlemen.
Good luck, gentlemen.
It's not the first time this happened where I've been useless for the entire battle. Your greatest fighter. Your greatest, strongest fighter.
Okay.
Eliminated by a single kick to the helmet.
Well, no, you got kicked.
Kick to the helmet to knock my ass out.
Okay.
I'm done.
For a stun guy, you sure talk a lot.
I know, right?
Okay.
He rolled a whole bunch of dice for how long I'm out,
Kidding.
so good night, Tracy.
Okay. So that was so he's done. He's done. So Reginald, were you stunned again?
I don't think so.
Okay. Pick it was the one that failed to save.
Do you
Okay.
want to be?
Okay. So at the end of the round, well, we should go to. We did go slow and then very slow.
I haven't attacked. I got my attack of opportunity when he moved past, but I haven't had my attack this round yet.
Okay.
I believe. And I'm on average.
Okay, so so he went on average, he went down there, missed. So you didn't go before he did to attack?
I had an attack of opportunity.
You didn't attack before that?
Not yet.
I don't think
He
so.
moved.
I
You
don't
never
remember
attacked.
attacking.
You had him attack opportunity, then he moved away, and he
Well,
never got.
go ahead and
called.
roll to hit, because you should have went before he went. No, he went on, yeah, you should have went on average. So,
Is this the same round as the puffball?
yes.
Okay.
Go ahead, Reggie, just go ahead and try to hit him.
I rolled a 1.
Didn't you roll a natural 20 though?
That was on the
There you go.
call
Previous
shot.
round?
Call
Oh,
shot.
okay.
Not call shot.
All right, so since I fucked
Attack
that up,
opportunity,
I'm not even gonna make you fucking do the super duper slew jam on the one. We'll just call that even.
Well, let's back up. And
Are we
say,
good
I
with
didn't
that?
get a face kick to death.
Reggie, you good?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's,
Yeah.
Because I fucked up and then you fucked up, so there you go. Nice. I like it. Okay.
It was not meant to be.
Okay. So, I know what's wrong. I know why you guys are having a hard time seeing. Fuck me like a pagan monkey. I'm sorry.
Yeah. That's the
Yeah?
way to do it to you.
I'm sorry. You should have said switch.
Switch.
That helps a little.
I'll move the other one out of the way.
Pagan monkey. That's my new political affiliation.
Okay. All right. So, went. So Shadrach's the only one,
Get the camera
and
back.
Reggie can move
It matters.
if you want at the end of the round. Reggie, do you want to move?
No.
You want to stay? Because here's where you are, and here's where he went down here.
Yeah, I can see him. I can move and attack.
Well, you can threaten him now, so you don't have to move next round.
But I don't want to give him an attack of opportunity
Well,
by moving into a square.
No, that's not what gives him an attack of opportunity. It's moving out of a threatened square, not into.
Then I will move behind him.
Okay.
Next it.
Well, let's see. So, okay, so he's there. He would have to not see you. Is there any ability you might have that could
Okay.
conceal
No,
your
no.
movement? Okay. So,
Tumbling.
1,
It's
It's not going to be
2,
a surprise.
3,
He's got tumbling.
4, 5. We'll put you in his rear square here anyway,
There you go.
and he doesn't turn because
It don't matter.
he's not going to give Tamar a free attack. So,
Ugh.
but you're done there. So if nothing changes,
Yeah.
at least you can get a +2 from behind. Okay, Shadrach,
Correct.
do you want to move anywhere at the end of the round? Or do you want to stay
Move
there?
me backwards. How many squares can I move, please?
Half of your movement, so I'm guessing for you it's 6.
Okay, move me back 2 and down 2.
Down towards this way
You.
or this? Okay,
Towards you.
right there.
Right there, thank you.
Okay. All right. At the end of the round, the monk monster. Hup, hup, hup. I need. COVID automatically fails.
No, that's just one.
Pick Tamark and Reginald, and let's see if Shadrach was smart enough to move away. He was!
Is it not possible for me to have gotten kicked and like fallen and rolled and not drop in one spot?
That'd be great, huh? Okay, pick Tamark and Reginald. Save versus spells, please. I will roll for Tamark. I will roll for Tamark. He rolls a 4 and fails. And Pick is probably going to the bathroom, so how about COVID roll for Pick?
Kmart deserves an automatic hit at least
9?
once.
That's a failure. Okay. So, everybody takes this same amount of damage. Holy shit, 14 points of dinkus as this dark necrotic energy boom, goes out from him like a miniature ping on a fucking GPS jam. It's like
The fighter, named Awake, is about to die.
But you said I was safe.
yeah, because you're back far enough.
You're the only one left alive.
Okay. And that is the end of the round. So, Pick needs to save versus paralyzation at the start of the round. I will have Reggie roll a d20. Or at the end of the round, I should say.
9.
That is a failure. Pick, hurry back. Pick, you took 14 points of damage, unfortunately, from the last round. You out?
I'm sorry. I'm on call. I have fun.
Oh, okay. No, that's okay.
I'm down.
Okay. What do you got? Minus what? Anything?
-9.
Minus
Ouch.
9. Oh boy. Okay. Are you still up, Reggie?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Tamark has...
Is there any chance Pick can roll for himself instead of me having to roll for him? I mean, he was on call. He went in the bathroom, and I mean, if he would have saved for half, he wouldn't be out.
Pick, do you have
That's
a
okay.
Pick, do you have a 37 you can use?
No, sir, I do not.
I do.
Well,
You can have it.
no, it doesn't. It's not transferable. You know,
I tried that the other day, Daryl. It didn't work.
Pick, go ahead, roll saving throw. Let's see what happens.
4.
No,
Oh,
that's worse than I rolled.
All right.
Well, no, I rolled a 9. That was for mine. I rolled a 4 on mine.
I rolled a 9 for
If
you.
we'd had ours together, I still wouldn't do it.
All right. K-Mark is at... he's got like 15 points left. So Tamark says, with the little free... He says, a 2. He says nothing. All right. Does anyone want to say anything briefly right now before we select actions?
I can't.
You dirty son of a bitch.
He just raises both of his hands. The sun must be free! And his eyes, little like flames. He's all mad and stuff. He slobbers. And he turns to Reginald and he says, "Your music sucks!" Actions. Tamark, attack. Reginald. Action, Reginald.
Attack and yell.
Shadrach.
Casting.
All right. Shadrach, roll initiative. Roll a d10. Vita, 6.
I beat it was a 6. Monkey.
Oh boy, here we go. Ready? Here. It's walking by and then it's like this.
King Kong versus Godzilla.
Okay, Shadrach, roll a d20. Be a 14.
You're muted.
What'd you get?
A 3.
All right, it happens to my side. Roll a d20, please, Shadrach. Get a 16, I dare you.
18.
18? Ooh, nice. Okay. All right. So, right off the bat, he tries to climb the hill, but he steps on a turtle, and he falls down right at Reginald's feet. All right. So that's where the round starts. Anybody in fast? No? Okay, Tamark would go, and so he will attack him while he's on the ground, and he gets a +4 against prone opponents. So his Thacko is okay. Oh.
Okay, remember, my weapons are coated with poison.
Yeah, okay, you hit an armor class of 3 and an armor class of 15. Alright, so, yeah, because of the +4. Okay, so even you go over and you go to stab the monk on the ground, and he's like, doing whoop, whoop, and you're stabbing down, and he moves, and then you stab again, and he takes his legs and go whoop, and you miss his dinkus. And then he kind of flips over to the right and you go slam into the ground and he's just flopping around and you're like, God damn it, hold still! But you are unable to strike this person. Alright. It is now the monk's turn. He gets up on his turn. And...
Hey, Reginald, roll for me right from now on.
Did you hear that, Daryl?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so, first thing the monk does is he will attack Tamar. Hits an armor class. Oh, shit! Armor class of 3. Tamar's armor class is... That's not correct. Tamar, do you know what your armor class is?
It is 6.
Oh, 6? Okay. Well, that's still...
What?
That's still good enough. He hit an armor class of 3. Okay. Tamar takes 4 points of damage. Daryl, roll a saving throw for Tamar, please.
11.
You need a 13. Tamar is stunned. He turns. Well, he attacked him. Then Reginald, you're there. You get a flank attack with a +1. Oh, but
All
okay,
right.
hold on. He gets to go first because his fists are faster than your sword. So he will turn, and he will attack you. And
Flank attack.
he hits an armor class of -14.
That hurt.
Reginald, you take 2 points of damage. Save versus paralyzation, or be stunned.
20.
That is a success. You are not stunned. Okay, now it's your turn.
I shout to the sky, Holy Kyren, help us defeat this evil! And I strike down at him.
Roll to hit.
14's gonna hit an armor class of 4.
Armor class of 4. Alright, you call, hoping the Kyren will hear your call into the wild. And you take your sword and you do a flourish and then you stab like this. And he goes, king, and catches it. and then takes his foot and once again goes all the way over his back and tries to kick you in the face. And he hits an armor class of -4. Doo-doo!
That hit.
You take 3 points of damage. Save versus paralyzation.
13 is
think
one
that's-
better than I needed.
That's what you got. All right, you are not stunned. Shadrach, it's your turn.
Shadrach reaches into his pack, pulls out, as you've seen him do before, if you're not engaged in death right now, puts this pinch of hair up to his nose and snips, roars to the sky, "Give me the strength to strike down this evil!" And he bulks up and becomes all muscular. Done. And then I will move at the end of the turn.
No? That must have been you that was buzzing. Okay. All right. So you cast Oxen Strength, and you gain the strength that the spell says that you gain. Okay. We now
What is that squealing?
Sean's got his phone on for some reason.
That's killing me.
Let me hit the mute button here for a second. Nope, that's not it. That's it. I know you guys can hear me. We have our sound off here, so...
It says join. I didn't join.
But you need to unjoin.
I don't.
You can just close your window.
I did. The feedback.
Okay. Anyway, as you guys have fun with Sean, at the end of the round, I need Daryl
Right.
to roll
Well,
a d20.
I shouldn't be.
A 2. A 2. Okay. And then... okay. You see... Oh, okay. Let's go back with some sound here. Okay.
You don't see me out there. I shouldn't.
Yeah. All right. So, at the end of the round, you take a point of damage. The creature will stay where it is. And then that's the end of the round. Unless Shadrach or anyone else wants to move. Tamark and Reginald are threatening it right now, so I'm not sure why they want to. Shadrach, are you staying put? Can't hear you. Can't hear you.
I'm going to stay put, sorry.
All right, next round. Actions. Tamark, attack. Reginald.
Attack.
Shadrach. Can't hear you.
Casting.
All right, roll initiative. Pick. Beat a 1. A 2. All right, this guy's sped up. You see him go like this to the ground, and it's like he's drawing strength from the ground, and he will hold his first action and ready it, and his trigger is when he attacks him, he also attacks him, and then that phase comes up on fast, and he jumps up and he does a flying split kick to both of his opponents. Pow! And we will do blue versus Tamark and red, pink versus Reginald.
I go on 1.
My side was sped up a phase, so you do go on 1, but he gets to go before you because his side won initiative. But that's still good to say that because sometimes I mess that up. So On Tamar, hits an armor class of -9. That's a hit. He will take, say, 14 and only 1 point of damage, putting him at 14. And then Reginald hits an armor class of -10. That is a hit. And you will save versus your own. You take only 1 point of damage and save versus paralyzation.
Ooh. 12 meets it.
Okay, you were not stunned. Okay, now it is Shadrach's turn.
Hey, give me one.
On fast.
Shadrach
Those armored elves.
Shadrach
Just
reaches
like
into
me.
his pack once again. This time, you're not quite sure what he has in his hand. What he has in his hand, actually, is a couple of claws from some alley cats that he collected back in the town way long ago. He's had them in his pack for a while. But he grabs them in his hand, rakes them across his chest, calls to the sky and says, "Give me the strength." And his hands become, out of his fingers come these claws. And he starts to advance forward towards the guy.
Beast Claw.
Now, do you get to attack with those on the same round, or is that the spell where you transform? Can't hear you.
I'm sorry, I transform and at the end of the round I advance.
Okay. Very good. Okay, so we now go to Tamark's turn to attack, and he has both his swords out, and he wants Reginald to roll. So Reginald, roll 2 d20s, please. And tell me what armor class they hit.
14 and a 4 is what I rolled.
So you hit an armor
I don't
class.
know what his NACO is.
You hit an armor class, a 14 and a 4 armor class. Let me look at the other one here.
If his armor class is like mine, then he hit a 4 and a 14.
Hold on. Computer's working hard tonight.
If we can just keep him occupied, he can't do that purple energy. I'm just going to get up on him and just claw the crap out of him if I can.
Well, you're going to be all by yourself here in a second.
Tamark has a tackle of 16. So he hit an armor class of 2 and an armor class of worse than 2. Okay. So Tamark moves in, tries to slash. The guy puts up his knee on his wrist on one, blocks it away. The other one, he does this weird spin maneuver as the slash comes around, misses completely.
Swap me out.
Now we go to
Swap me out.
Average.
We go to average, correct, and it is the final monk jam, and he has to pick between you two, but instead he will just go ahead and kick Tamar because he looks worse. And that is a natural 16. That's a hit. Tamar takes 4 points of damage, giving him 10, but he saves, so Tamar remains up. And then it's Reginald's turn.
Attack! Die, you bastard! I hit an armor class of 11.
11, all right. So you see that he's messing with Tamar. You think, oh yeah, I'll get you from the side. You get the +1 flank. You say, whoop, oh no, nothing but air. All right. And then Tamar will take his second attack of the round, which Reginald needs to roll.
13.
That hits an armor class of 1. So close. Tamar thinks he's got a shot. He goes in with his main weapon to slash. The guy takes both his arms, puts him up like that. One manages to hit Tamark's elbow, causing his aim to go off. Misses, and his sword splashes into the water. Okay.
Hey, Kyle.
Yes.
I have a question. If
Yeah.
he rolled a 14 earlier and that missed, how did the 13 almost hit.
But I guess because I'm just making flavor, I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just curious if maybe the numbers got mixed up or something.
Well, anything's possible, but it wouldn't have been intentional, so
All right.
you're good. Okay, fair question, well answered. Okay, so at the end of the round, the guy puts his arms and you know that thing's coming and you brace for impact, and when you wait and then you hear, "Ugh!" and he looks up into the sky and you see a golden beam come down and the Kyrin is up there and it blasts down on the thing and he's like, "Ah!" and he needs to save versus spells. And
you son of a bitch!
he makes it. He takes half damage.
Evil betrayer!
And in your mind you hear, "Evil will not win today!" And the thing goes, and now we go to the next round. Pick, you take one more point of damage.
I got the move at the end of the round.
Where do you want to go?
Straight at the creature.
Oh, that's right. Yep. Okay, so currently you're behind him for the time being. Okay, now this guy is surrounded, which makes everything simple. Actions. Tamark, attack. Reginald.
Attack.
Shadrach.
I get 2 attacks.
Kyrin. Lay into him! Finish him off! Finish him! I would like Pick to roll initiative, please. Beat a 4. Pick, roll a d10. Pick, roll a d10. He's lost in his own house. 5. Okay, and I rolled a 4. All right. So, okay. So, okay. Let's see if this could be
What
bad.
speed do bare hands go?
1.
Okay, well I got bare hands.
Literally.
Well, lion hands, but not bare.
Oh, look at that. Okay. All right. He looks around, seeing the Kyrin up in the air, and he's surrounded, and he says, "Fuck you all! I'll get you yet, you flying beast! You suck your dick!" And he jumps. Everyone can take a free attack of opportunity on him. So, Shadrach, you're first.
Armor class 2.
Armor class 2. All right. You slash with your bear claws. It catches on some of his clothing, but it does not damage him. Reginald.
Pure miss. He's not even dodging.
And Pick, why don't you roll for Tamark since you're sitting over there?
What do you need me to roll?
D20, please.
Roll a 1. Roll a 1, man.
No, you want to roll high.
6.
All right, not good enough. All right. So he does his monkish type leap, takes him to there, and then on his move, which is only that, he'll go in a straight line off in the distance, which is there. So he gets all the way to there, and then that's the end of his turn. And apparently he didn't like the odds all of a sudden. So now we go to the loser side of fast, which would be any of you moving or attacking with a fast weapon. Tamark, will he run after him? A 1. Absolutely fucking not. I'm done. I'm done. Reggie.
I
Don't
sit
wait
down
I'm running after him.
and I lay on the ground. Oh, I am beat to hell.
Shadrach.
I'm bruised and
I attend the closest person to me.
Well, the
I
closest
get first
person
aid to the person.
the closest person is Reggie, but out of the corner of your eyes, you get to the edge here. It's very obvious that you have two of your friends not moving. One's in the water, possibly drowning. The other one's legs are sticking out of the cave.
All right, I'll pull the person out of the water quickly. It's Pick
Yeah.
in the water? Okay, I'll pull Pick out of the water
Okay.
quickly and do first aid.
And with your oxen strength, that's not an issue. You move down, and Tamark will do the same thing to Covidius, like roll him over and see if he's okay, and get him out of the water there. So you're kind of like half in and half out.
One person at a time,
And
folks.
Pick is there, and then the Kyren will land. And
I can still cast a couple of cures if I need to.
you can do whatever you want. It's your game.
All right, I will stabilize both Covidius and Pick by giving them both 1 hit point of a Orison.
Well, who are you doing
I will
first?
also like.
Who are you doing first?
I will do Covidius first,
Okay.
and then I'll do Pick, and then I will do first aid on Pick.
Well, let's see if that matters. Because you chose Covidius first. Holy shit! Okay. Tamar will seeing Shadrach moving over to Covidius, Tamar will go over to Pick and basically save your life, because anybody can, what do they call it, bind wounds, which means it just stops the bleeding. He's like putting pressure on you where you were slashed and hurt or whatever. And so right before you were about to meet your maker, Pick,
Again.
Tamar stops you at -11. And the Kyren will say, and you all hear this, Heavenly Fathers, Masters of the North, South, East, and West winds, I want you to heal through me, your golden stallion. And he will, over time, touch COVID and Pick and anyone else. And everyone is restored to full health. However, COVID, you need to make a system shock roll. And Pick, you need to make a system shock roll, please. Did you fail?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. What'd you roll, like a 90-something?
86.
Okay.
I'm 58. I need a 97 or higher.
Okay.
Or less. I mean, I'm good.
All right, so Covidius, you awaken, your eyes pop open, and you feel pretty decent. Pick, you open your eyes and you look around, and though you may be physically fine, the mental stress of near death causes you to remain incapacitated, at least for now. And that is where we will stop for the evening.
You know, I wasn't under. I was just knocked out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Holy Stallion.
Oh, what happened?
Isn't that a Dio song?
All right, so
Live up and thank the beast, because I probably won't remember next week.
sure.
What is your name?
You hear something like,
That's gonna be good to spell.
I don't know how you
I
spell
am
it.
Mr. Magical Horsey.
Mr. Kyren.
Sounded like Shambhala to me. I'm writing a song about that.
All right, and it says, I'm going to make sure, or at least try to find that evil creature before it can return to wherever its lair is and get its strength back. And goodbye.
We were duped.
Goodbye, adventurers. And if you ever need anything, come back to these caves. And if I can help you, I will. And it goes away.
Okay, Pick. Did I not say we need to make a trading post nearby here? What did I say?
You did.
All right, so that is our show for the evening. I hope you all enjoyed it. Do you have any comments or things you would like to say before we sign off?
Once again, I thought we were dead.
I was about to die.
I was just going to go over there and fight to the death till all I could do.
That's all I was doing too, and I kept missing.
My plan was just to grapple him. I just wanted to grapple him and keep him from doing anything. Yeah. That's my plan. Was my plan.
I don't think that will work, even with the strongest of us.
I think I
got the ability to break out of that. So
apparently, mine has a target on it.
From a DM's point of view, well, I will give my statements during my next DHT. But I had fun regardless, and I'm glad nobody died.
Yeah, we had a good game tonight. It was a good game tonight.
All right.
Yep.
Good night.
See you next week.
If nothing changes, we'll see you next week, and there you go.
I got 2 things to draw now. I got a key rin and a monk fight.
Yes, please.
So I got 2 things to draw. Okay.
Come on. My call was pretty good. All right, and you're done. And you're done. Good night, Facebook. See you next time. Close. Up here. And end. And end.
if we get a chance, look into this, because I'd like to know what I can do,
Yeah.
so I can, you know.
Yep.
So just to read it real quick out loud, professional gladiators transcend the rule that limits